Are you ready to get fringed? The Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival is back for its 33rd year. This year's festival runs from May 14th through May 27th and is the longest running theater festival in the U.S. It'll feature 150 plus shows produced by artists from near and far. The festival includes 14 days of kid-friendly shows and activities, visual art for display and purchase, free outdoor entertainment, and more. Tickets and info at orlandofringe.org.
Hi, everybody! Here's my live audience in the studio. You all planned that out, right? Welcome to the Artist Interviews, the 2024 Get Fringed edition. I am so excited to have all of these artists, both in-house and virtually. We will have our national and international artists represented, and our local artists that are in person as well joining me. But before we get started, I wanted to let you know that we are having a fundraiser show at Art Space starting tomorrow, and I have the artist from Adele Horror Story here in studio. So come on up, Adele Horror Story. Hello.
It's me.
Hi. We know who she is. Who are you? Laura. Oh, hi, Laura. So tell me a little bit about the show.
Yeah, well, basically, there's just some college kids that decide to come to the woods. A little retreat, if you will. Check things out. You might run into a friendly or not so friendly face along the way.
You're a little scary. I like it. So we know what we can expect from her. What can we expect from you? Slay. Oh. And how many days of the show?
We've got 2 runs.
Okay.
Yep, the 26th and the 27th.
Perfect. And what is the time?
7:30 p.m.
Ooh. And is there anything happening before the show? Like,
Oh, everybody should come. There's so many things to look at. We've got a nice little arrangement of some photos, some other family faces, friends' faces.
and I heard there's like custom cocktails that are themed to the show.
Mhm.
Do you know what those cocktails are?
So my personal favorite is Skyfall.
So, is there anything else you want to tell us about the show?
So it benefits not only French, but also the center.
And it's Lesbian Visibility Week. Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see it. I will be here on Saturday. So you can check out Adele Horror Story at Fringe Art Space both tomorrow and Saturday night. And it is a fundraiser, so it is benefiting both the Orlando Fringe and the Center. So thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look at that now. So definitely check out Adele Horror Story. And now we're going to get to the Fringe artists. I'm so excited for you to meet all these artists in May, but I wanted to give them an opportunity to tell their show before May even starts. So I'm going to bring up someone in studio. I'm going to pick you. Oh, that is all on stage. Hi, everybody. What is your show?
It's How the Grinch Killed Christmas, a whodunit parody.
What venue are you in?
We're in the Peach venue at the Orlando Family Stage.
Nice. And tell us a little bit about your show.
Well, it's basically our story begins where the original story ends, except the 3 of us writers used to work at Universal, and we've been part of the casting before. And if you've seen the show, the tree turns around at the end of the show, and one of our co-writers said, what if there was a dead body in it?
That's a good way to start a friendship.
Yeah. So we're in our break area, and I'm like, that's hilarious, and we have to write it. So
Very nice. And you're not a Fringe you're not a Fringe virgin, right?
No,
At other shows.
Yeah, actually, it was my first show. This is actually only my second.
Oh my gosh.
My first was Les Miserables 2 years ago.
Here it is.
Even like most sold tickets in a
We had the
festival.
top selling show in the festival,
Uh-huh.
but I credit my friend who gave me the title. Les Miserables just sold tickets without me having to do anything, honestly.
And then this is some of your cast,
Yes.
right?
This is Leah. She's plays Cindy.
Oh, nice. I can see it.
You
have
have
a
it really,
Mhm.
just gives Cindy the.
Yeah, you do.
And then this is EJ, our stage manager.
Oh, yeah, I am so glad a stage manager is on stage right now.
And then over here is my husband and
The technical director.
technical director and co-producer, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this without him letting me know that it's good and I'm okay.
Oh, is that fun?
Yeah.
Very nice.
He's the one who pushed me into all of this and says that you can do it, so here we are, and here we are.
Are either of you two first-time artists, or do you? No.
We both were, again, in 2022, we were in Too Drunk to Magic.
Oh, nice. Yes.
We were both their stage techs, but I also was understudy for the magician's assistant.
And
the
I
other one
was the swing for the box trick. That was an audience plan trick.
And what is your favorite part about this show?
It keeps you on your toes the entire time. You would never guess who done it.
This is not your theme park show.
It might have been created at a theme park, but it's not a theme park.
No, but some of us have done the show, and I'm like, remember all that stuff that they told you can do? Now you
Yeah, you
can.
can do it.
That's how we started.
That's how we started.
Was literally our first rehearsal. They're like, hey, so everything that they told you can't do,
You can do.
surprise.
It's Fringe. You can do it. Very nice. So, any last parting words before we let you go?
I'm super excited to be on the lawn again. It was a great experience. We will have our own cabana, so come and say hi. We'll be out there pretty much every day of the festival, so just by all means, come and say hi to us.
Very nice. And one last time, what was the name of your show?
How the British Show Christmas.
Nice.
Who done it? Parody.
Very nice. And what venue?
So the Peach Venue at the Orlando Family Stage.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I want to bring on one of our virtual artists from out of town. So, Jack, put it in.
I'm not out of town.
You're not out of town. You're a local. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm just being mom tonight, so it's a school night. I'm working from the taskmaster of making sure that homework and laundry is done.
Oh, nice. Not just an artist, also a mom.
I multitasker.
What is your name?
Hi, I'm Lady James. When I'm not being mom, I run Corsets and Cuties, and we are the longest running BYOV show of the Orlando Fringe.
Nice. What year are you on?
This is our 9th year in a row.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when are you going to be in the regular festival?
I'm sorry, when was that?
I said, when are you going to be a festival managed show at the festival? Come to
Listen,
the-
I can attest that the lottery is a real thing, and I am the redheaded stepchild of the Fringe lottery. But if there's a will, there's a way, and I will always find a way to do the festival.
Yeah, you are always there. You're a staple. And what is the name of your show?
This year, Corsets and Cuties presents Drip at the Stardust Lounge underground downtown on Lake Eola.
Nice. And tell us a little bit about your show.
Our show is a burlesque cabaret, so we feature live singing, dancing. This year we have a strength balancing act, and it's a different show every night because we have different guest artists coming in and out. Some of our performers are in other Fringe shows as well, so some nights they're not available, and we have other people step in their place. So one thing you can say for sure at a cutie show, you never know what you're going to get, but it's going to be a good damn time.
Okay, so every year you have a different theme of your show. How do you come up with the concepts of those themes?
So every year during Fringe, another word will pop in my head and it'll inspire, like a vision of how I want the look and the feel of a show to be. Last year, we actually changed our word kind of last minute because it was a little similar to another show. And another Fringe artist helped us, Paco. He's also in the Stardust with us this year. He helped me come up with Sizzle. And so this year we kind of went the opposite direction with Drip. And that to me invokes anything that's kind of hot and sticky, which is Orlando. Since we're underground and we're at Lake Eola with the water, we just want everybody to kind of sweat and get sexy and dirty with us. There might be some super soakers happening on the lawn this year. There may be some ice pops to pass out at shows this year. Anything that's drippy and makes you, think of a good time.
I was going to ask, because last year you had someone walking around the French lawn dressed as a giant bacon.
Well,
so I was curious what you were going to do for Drip. So good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, if there's anything you'll remember, our marketing.
Yes, I always remember James's marketing. I will never forget a giant bacon walking around the Fringe lawn.
That was Chris P. Bacon.
Crispy bacon. So James, is there anything else you want us to know about your show?
Yes, I always encourage people. Obviously, we want everyone at Fringe to do well, and the main campus is a fantastic place to hang out on the green lawn of fabulousness. You'll see us there too. But also remember that the BYOVs and the off-site shows are worth going out and maybe even spending a whole day there and seeing the full run of shows that are being presented. The Dust is a wonderful location, a lot of really great restaurants around it, and a full day, you'll see a completely different show from one to the next. So make sure you, take the shuttle if you need to, and step off campus and visit your BYOVs.
Yes, thank you. I always see such amazing shows at the BYOVs, and they're such a treat. And if you can get away off-site, definitely make a day. We have free shuttle services. You can use the Sunrail. There's so many different ways to get to those BYOVs. So I love that you represent the BYOVs, and you're such a positive spirit when it comes to that. You're a champion for them. So I appreciate it.
Hey, I do what I know, man.
What are you looking forward to the most this year?
This year is the first year that I'm producing a burlesque teaser show. So we're really looking forward to May 4th. May the 4th be with you. We're actually producing a night of the different burlesque shows that are being presented this year in the festival because there's so many, but people have a tendency to think all burlesque is the same, and it's not. Every show has its own jam. Every show has its own style. Some shows are telling stories. Some shows are whodunits. Some shows are high art. Some shows are dancing. Our shows, we're just fools who have a good time. So we're bringing everyone together for a night at the Art Space on May 4th and presenting these shows a little bit of a teaser so you can see that there's a lot of offerings out there. It's not all the same thing, and we can get the word out about our shows, not necessarily get lost in like a local teaser, a national teaser, or a BYOV teaser, our own teaser, because that's what we do, baby.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's going to be at Art Space on May 4th. You can purchase tickets at orlandofringe.org. So definitely support your burlesque shows in the festival. Well, James, thank you so much for coming. I can't wait to see your show this year. It is always a treat. A little fun fact, I've been in a Persons and Cuties show.
That's right, Peanut. That's my Peanut right there. She's a cutie. I've got sexy posters of you.
Yeah. Well, it's always a pleasure, James. Thank you so much for coming.
Happy Fringe.
Happy Fringe. Yes, as she said, please go and support those BYOVs. They hustle just as hard, if not harder, than the festival managed shows. And they're amazing shows as well. Just because they didn't get into the regular lottery doesn't mean you shouldn't spend your time over there and see those BYOVs. And so, hi. Hello. I was supposed to have a co-host today. Just so you know, I asked him like last minute, like 2 minutes before I was doing this, but Bruce! How are you doing?
Good.
So you're not only an artist, but you're also a BYOV manager at City Arts, which is a new BYOV we have this year.
Excitement, party of all of us.
Party of all of us. You do not have to co-host if you don't want to, but you're more than welcome to stay with me.
Can I come and go?
You can come and go as you
That I would like.
You can play with the giant balls on the stage.
Stress.
So we're going to play a video from one of our artists next. Jax, hit it.
Are you looking for a show that's funny, full of questionable decision making, and a lot of red flags? Well, then join me at 1001 Red Flags, Shireen's version. It's a solo comedy show about my relationship with a firefighter that I met on Real Radio 104.1. Now, if you came to the show 1001 Red Flags last year, you're in for a treat because this show is guaranteed to be 1001 times better. It's going to be in the blue venue, so you can expect a more intimate performance, a lot more messier red flags, and answers to all your burning questions. So if you want 55 minutes of laughter, crying, and wishing for more, then get your tickets today to 1001 Red Flags, Shireen's version, in the blue venue at the Orlando Shakes. I will see you there, and remember, bring your red flags.
Yes. In the blue venue, definitely check them out. So Bruce, since you just joined us, we're kind of just doing a point system for the in-person interview. So do you have, they've already gone. This big group over here has already gone.
Okay.
So do you want to point to someone next?
Is it like a date?
Wait, no, wait. Where did that one?
That one.
Me? Yeah!
Hi, everybody. The emerges.
What is it? What's your name?
My name is Caesar De La Rosa. Hi, everybody.
Caesar. And what show are you here representing?
So I'm proudly representing Pride, Prejudice, and Prompos. Modern, this is hard to read backwards. Can you read it for me?
Yes. Pride, Prejudice, and Promposals, a modern day reimagining of a classic set to the music of Taylor Swift.
Yeah!
With the longest title in the show actually goes to DK this year. Close second.
What's his title?
DK does movies and something other that he made up last minute, and then it's in front of audience people.
He actually
in front
has
of
it
audience
memorized.
people.
Is the
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so
It's
excited.
hard. Yeah, Taylor Swift, she's a person right now.
And we love Pride and Prejudice. Do we have any Pride and Prejudices?
Yeah.
So we have these 50s. Right.
This is a diagram overlap.
And I think that's why Zach Van Dyke, who's the creator and director of the show, wanted to make this, because there's a big fandom for Pride and Prejudice people. I've only seen Fire Island, which is the newest gay version of Pride and Prejudice. Y'all seen it on but I'm a very big Swiftie. So I know it's a moth to a flame for this. I hope we get a lot of people to come to our show.
What's your album? What's your era?
All the eras. Oh, actually. And so it's a 75-minute show. We will have 16 Taylor Swift songs.
That's a lot.
And we will have one of the nights as a sing-along. If you can, check your hymnals to page 88. I will tell you briefly. So imagine Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy as high school students today living inside a Taylor Swift jukebox musical. That's our show. And I think Tuesday, May 21st at 5:45 here at the Teal venue back here, we'll be doing a sing-along show. So if you...
I think it's actually Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. That's the Tuesday, I think, is the $6 show.
Oh, period. Is that what the highlighted thing?
Yes, in the program, there's highlights in the schedules. Those are $6 tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a really fun show. We're really excited. We've been rehearsing in this very sacred space, literally last night, and we've been trying to. I think our goal was to exude joy throughout the show through the storyline of Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy, and all the music of Taylor Swift. There's other love stories. Thank you. There's other love stories in the show, including mine as Jay Bennett and another special character in the show. But it's a really fun. It's been a really joyous experience, and we just want to share that with people. And I feel like, if you come watch the show, we're going to be sitting around next to you too. It feels like you're going to be there in that high school world and finding your own love story.
Aw, that sounds amazing.
maybe you'll say yes.
I will be bringing Lindsay Taylor to the sing-along show. I went on a road trip with her recently, and it was all Taylor Swift songs. She's a Swiftie
Yes.
through and through. So I'm going to have a date night with Lindsay Taylor.
Yes, please.
It's arguably way cheaper than seeing the Eras tour.
You know, it's
You could probably buy out the entire house for the cost of one Eras tour ticket.
That's really true. I only saw the 1989 concert. I had a boyfriend at the time, and we were on our end, and it was Halloween, and I remember saying, okay, he doesn't want to hang out with me on Halloween. I'm gonna go watch Taylor Swift's 1989 performance at the Raymond James Stadium, and I did. There was a ticket, and she was in like this like catwalk that like moved up. It was very Disney Imagineer type stuff. And I remember like looking towards her, and I thought she looked at me and she knew that I was gonna break up with my boyfriend the very next day.
And then have that fuel some catastrophically confessional art later.
Yeah. And so come check us out.
Can you, I told him I was going to do this. Can you give us a little sample
Okay.
of something?
This is a song that Jay Bennett, myself, and also Justin Jimenez, who you will all have seen in multiple shows here in Orlando, sings with the other love interest that people know in the show. It goes, do you know Enchanted, anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so the chorus, are you DK Swiftie?
Wow, I know this song, Enchanted.
Hell yeah. Well, it goes, this night is flawless, won't you let it go? I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home. I'll stay forever, wondering if you knew I was enchanted to meet you.
Caesar, what is your favorite part about Fringe?
I just think the opportunity. I got to be a fan last year and enjoy it in the lawn and watch all my friends perform. I think anybody who's done Fringe before as a local knows its significance, like its cultural significance, how it falls on the calendar of the year for us. You know, right in the smack, like almost before summer. It is just like. It feels like IEs. Anybody remember like individual events and all that stuff? Like it is an opportunity for us to like connect with each other, for us to enjoy art, and for us to enjoy the fringiness that exists in all of us.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
You speak so just wonderfully. I could listen to you all day. So one more time, what is the show?
The show is called Pride, Prejudice, and Promposals. It's at the Teal venue. We have 7 shows, including a sing-along, so please come and support.
Thank you, Caesar. We got Luca on social saying, wow, the vocals. We got Mary Bowman saying, you better sing. And then Paco said, Bruce, I'm glad to see at least one person in the world has a comically large hole in their jeans.
Show theme for free. I'll show it to me.
All right, so we are going to put in one of our virtual artists in now. So Jack, put them in. Hello!
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Karen Ann Light, and my show is called Prowling the Abyss. Hi, Bruce.
Hi, nice to hear you.
Tell us a little bit about your show.
So the Medusa, she's back, but she's got a new head. No more snaky snakes. No more turning people to stone. This time she's just a lipstick lesbian doing stand-up comedy with a bunch of clown and creature friends. And, you know, she has a few things that she wants to cover in the process, like all of human history from her point of view. And there's a clown in the middle of it named Butter Sandwich.
Oh. What venue are you in?
Huh? Oh, the green venue.
You're in the green venue?
Yeah.
Very, very appropriate, as Bruce said. What are you most looking forward to about coming to Orlando Fringe?
What am I most looking forward to? Well, I'm looking forward to see shows, other queer and drag related shows. Yeah, because my show is very lesbian and very gay.
And we have a lot of queer shows in the festival this year. I saw someone, I think it was Natalie Doliner with Queer Up. She said that every year we have like a theme, like an unintentional theme of shows, and this year is definitely queer heavy, and that is amazing. So I can't wait. Is there anything else you want to tell us about your show?
It's a solo show. It's a funny show. It's an intense, intimate show. Like, I'll be looking at you and making contact with you. And we'll be playing together. I'm not going to require audience participation, but, like, I'm not looking over your heads in the fourth wall kind of stuff.
Karen, where's home for you for other folks to know?
I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, baby! What's your go-to pizza place?
Oh God, there's so many. I mean, Joe's Pizza is good. They're all, and then there's a really good one in Williamsburg that I'm blanking on. But then there's another one. Oh, Frankie's in Carroll Gardens is good.
Oh, I've been there actually.
You have?
Yeah, weirdly.
Frankie.
One of like 3 pizza places I've maybe been to in New York actually, so that's kind of insane.
Expensive. That's for a fancy night.
Yeah.
That's for a fancy night. It's expensive, but it's good. Mm-hmm.
They hit cute canned cocktails, like pre-made cocktails. There's like a batch anyway. I'm so excited for you to come out.
Bruce, how do you know the
So Karen and I connected because Karen actually went to trained with Alec of Old God back in the day. Yeah, they were at school at the same time. So little clown community, yeah.
The clown community,
if you will.
The clown community is so small. Everyone knows it.
Seriously, I'm wearing
We trained in mime together intensively for a year.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get to hang out with you in person. You sound
Likewise, we can't wait to see your show, Button It. Underrepresented dogs.
Do you want to tell about your show before we let you go?
Is there anything else? Oh, there's a lot. I really like milkshakes, and I'll tell you all about that.
So if you go and see her show, bring her a milkshake.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy and that you're coming to Orlando to experience the Orlando Fringe in just like 2 weeks, everybody. Ugh.
For having me.
Well, for Logan, it's 2 weeks. It's like 3 weeks. Yeah,
don't put that on us.
I'm sorry. I have to deal with this. You have to deal with it. Well, thank you so much for joining us virtually. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you so soon. All right, we're going to go to another video.
Hi, I'm Rachel Palante, and I have spent the past decade keeping it weird in Austin, Texas. And I am so excited to be bringing the weird to the Orlando Fringe with my show, Misadventure, a comedy written and performed by me. Misadventure is a multimedia, choose-your-own-adventure musical following the journey of one woman on her quest to find the magical Nuva-ring. Misadventure is a psychedelic bazaar where the audience will choose my fate live. So take a trip May 18th through the 22nd at the Troost Auditorium, did I say that right? Located in the Orlando Museum of Art for Misadventure.
That was Misadventure. She is in the gold venue over at the Orlando Museum of Art. All right, Bruce. You're going to pick another one.
Pick another one.
Yeah.
I didn't pick the last one. So.
I forced you to pick Caesar. He told me he wanted to go early, and I forgot, and then you guys went first. And
I mean, to be fair, he was like skulking in the dark.
he was the only one standing up back there.
just saw like Taylor Swift's face. Are we working our way slowly over this thing? Like,
Yeah, wherever you want to go.
I don't know. It's too much pressure.
Someone with their hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
I didn't get a spread.
Listen, asking me to make any decision in this life is too much pressure.
Hello, welcome. What is your name? What's your name?
Sorry, I just thought I was going to sneeze and then I didn't. Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. What show are you with?
I'm with Standing Up. We are also part of the BYOB family over at Savoy in the Starlight Room, where we were a couple of years back. Took a break like so many companies have to over the years, and we're finally back.
Woo. Yes. That's a common thing. There's a lot of artists coming back that I haven't seen in quite some time. So that's nice to see. It feels normal. It feels like we're coming out of.
Yes, even getting dressed tonight, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to be a dress code again.
To be around people.
Working from home for so many years, like I haven't worn a collar since.
So tell us a little bit about your show.
So Standing Up is a play that I had been kind of low-key talking about for years, and then it finally happened this year. I've been producing, directing shows for years under my label, One of Those Productions, particularly through the cast member community at Disney World, and we branched out into Fringe 7 years ago, also at Savoy, and took a break from that to start doing stand-up comedy. And I found out that the world of stand-up comedy, the people who do stand-up are not theater people. It's a very, very different world. And so after some time, I'm now bringing the two worlds together. I always had an idea for a play about mother and son in the car. From Indiana, I go home, I spend most of my time driving around the great state. And it's not that great, but whatever.
That's great.
It's great.
See all the Hoosiers watching this.
What the heck? Yeah, you lost all your ticket sales. No.
They're not going to come. So anyway, I always had this wonderful idea of the time you spent with your mom. And then also the longer I did stand up, I just kept making this very long list of, I love being on the mic like any other performer would, but all the other things I hate about stand-up comedy. My very good friend, Renee Conwell, who I met through improv and stand-up, has been mistaken for my mother for years. Together, I said, well, why don't we just do a play where you play my mom? So Standing Up is the story of a comedian, River Jones, and his mother, Phyllis, who go on a tour across country. He finally gets booked on a gig, or a traveling gig, and she very surprisingly gets dropped slowly into the world of stand-up comedy and has a lot of questions. And he gets to answer all of them for her. And it turns out she's not so bad at stand-up herself.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What's been the most surprising part of working on this show so far?
Oh my goodness, how so many things haven't changed over the years, and getting back into theater, coming back since 2020, it feels so great to know that there are some things out there that haven't changed, like the energy of a rehearsal room and the beauty that happens in between. Just like stand-up, you go up on a mic, you have the best night of your life with a crowd, and you will never be able to recreate that night because it's a little different every single time.
And then I murdered our mugs.
Yeah.
Thank you for having this set up, by the way, because this is my good side.
Oh, good.
Just like Deb's.
So you said that you haven't been back in a while. How many years before did you participate?
Our last time in Fringe was 2017. We were with Savoy back then. That was Savoy's first year being part of BYOB. We were patrons pick that year with One Night at Louie's, the story of people working and living together at a theme park at Pine Parks, the premier amusement/theme park conglomerate in the country. That was also a long time coming show that made its way around places. So I was able to get some of the same talent back for the show, acting as well as managing. So.
That's awesome. Very nice. And what are you most excited about?
My goodness. To hear an audience's reaction. That includes my mother and some other family that's coming down. Hear some of the things that comes out of Renee's mouth, who will be playing my mother, as she does not, the character does not care for a lot of modern stand-up comedy. She has made a list of the things that people allegedly think are funny nowadays. A list I probably could not read on. I don't know what your TV rating is.
It's Facebook. You can do anything.
Yeah, anything. We won't get banned at all.
Yeah.
So she has 5 reasons. She reads number 1, she reads number 2, she looks at all the straight men in the room and says, "Now, how many of you just laughed at the fact that I said number 2?" And so yeah, that's very much looking forward to see all the audience's reactions, but very much so to see my family's reaction because it's very close to home.
Very nice. And again, what was your show title?
Standing Up
And where are you at?
at Savoy. We open on Friday the 17th.
Perfect. Well, I'm so excited.
I just wanted to stress that independent of almost breaking these,
Yeah.
I was commenting on how they were empty, and then Tempestt over, and there was just cold blueberry. Single desiccated blueberry. And maybe that's for me. Little snack.
So you also have a show at your festival. What is your show at the festival?
My show, so I'm remounting the first show, my first solo show I ever did. It's called Mudnick. So, arf, arf, yeah. I'm here for the dogs. It is an adaptation. It's inspired by true events about the Soviet space dog program. So I played the first dog in space, telling its life story in space.
That was the first show I ever saw Bruce in, and we weren't friends back then. I didn't know who Bruce was.
Who's this weirdo?
No, it was such an amazing story, and I'm excited to see it now, knowing you more.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my favorite part.
It's cool too because I did a one-off in town in 2021 and like a single Fringe, but I think there was still the shine of coming out of COVID on all that. So I'm kind of excited to get to revisit it with some distance. Like I was doing some script work today, and things were hitting me in ways that I was surprised. I also am a dog mom, so I'm channeling her energy a lot more, I think, in this go round. So yeah.
Did you have your dog before when you did not think the first
No,
time?
no.
Oh, so you have a new perspective on
Yeah.
being a dog.
Oh yeah.
You have a lot of inspiration.
And being a neurotic small dog, yes. I almost brought her.
You should have.
She hadn't had a long walk though. I would make this yeah, it's fine. She's fine.
She brought me instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other dog.
Yes.
Oh.
DK's in the dog house. You know what I mean.
All right, we are going to bring one of our virtual people in. So Jack, put him on in. I'm just showing Bruce who we have so we can see. Hello, how are you?
Hi, friends. I'm very well. I've been back from New York for about 3 days, I think, maybe. It's a thing.
Who's counting, right?
Why were you in New York?
I was up there at New York Fringe, which was a blast, and there were a lot of the same artists that we will be seeing at Orlando Fringe. We made some friends, had a great run, won a new award. It was great.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. And what is your show?
My show is Transmasculine Cabaret, starring Vulva Vavoom, and it will be at the Savoy, BYOV.
Ooh, a lot of BYOBs represented today. I love it. Very nice. Tell us a little bit about your show.
Sure. So most of my shows are very funny, very silly, very ridiculous, usually with a lot of audience interaction. The producer at Tampa Fringe challenged me and said, "We've seen you make them laugh, now make them cry." And so I said, "Okay, well, I grew up transmasculine identifying in the 80s in rural Central Florida. So here's my memoir story of what that was like, and it really directly addresses what it's like to be a non-binary person, really kind of falling between the cracks, not really fully accepted either by mainstream society or in some parts of the LGBTQ plus community."
That is a very strong story. I can't wait because I saw your story, or I saw your show in Winter Mini Fest 2 years ago. So this sounds like the complete opposite of that show. So I'm very excited to see the dynamics that you have as an artist.
Oh,
That's really
thank you. I do want to warn. So Bruce actually saw the workshop version of it before the script was heavily rewritten. It's way better now, Bruce.
So was going to say I saw it last year in Tampa, and I was very taken with it, and I'm excited that more people get to see it. My question is, with from that version to now, what's been like for you? What is the journey for like developing it been like, and how or what about it do you like most now?
Ooh, thank you. I like that it wasn't super rushed being pulled off the wait list. So I had moving it from a 45 to a 60. I had the opportunity to develop my themes further, pull in, some of the motifs a little bit better, re-edited the incredibly overly elaborate sound design. I feel like it tells the story more effectively. And then my creative writing partner helped me jam in some more jokes. As one of the reviewers from New York put it, it's supposed to, my little voucher, my intersectional ally voucher that I give people at the end of the show says that it was a depressing LGBT plus show. But he did say that it is in fact funny as hell. So I'll take that.
So is there anything that you're excited about coming to Orlando Fringe? Because you're from Tampa, right?
I am. Of course, I'm super excited for the amazing audiences at Orlando Fringe. They are open-minded, they are excited, they are an engaged community. They're ready to see all kinds of awesome shows, and there are so many of them. So I'm really happy to put this show up and get it in front of more folks because people usually tell me afterwards they found it very touching. It's wonderful to spread that message. But actually, I'm mostly excited to see a bunch of my friends, a bunch of touring artists, a bunch of local artists. It's a big party for a couple of weeks, and our company is super jazzed about it.
Yes, it's so nice to be able to connect with people you only see once a year and just have that moment of being like, "Oh, I missed you."
Summer camp.
It is summer camp. 100%. It is summer camp.
Summer camp with a beer tent.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the beer tent. Yes. Well, is there anything else you would like to tell us about your show before we let you go?
Just that it is a bit of a musical. We've got some musical numbers that are integrated on into the story. It does have some elements of burlesque. It has shows for me are usually a lot of cabaret nonsense, but if you are there, prepare to be not just depressed but actually entertained.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and I look forward to seeing you again. It is always a treat for you and your partner. I love you and adore you dearly, so I can't wait to give you big hugs.
Yay! Awesome. Very excited to see y'all. Thank you.
Bye.
When are you going to interview the desiccated blueberry?
I'm not, Bruce.
No.
I'm not.
I'll do it.
Okay.
What's your venue? Tempestt Halstead. Okay.
Sold out. It's already sold out.
Ooh, okay. Tier 1 venue over here.
All right, Bruce. You want me to pick the next one?
Yes, please.
Okay, who do I got? Oh, we just got this side of the room.
Yeah, let's go. Hello. What's your name?
My name's Maya.
Maya. And what show do you have, Maya?
I'm doing Maya in Love.
And where are you at?
I am in the Surly Room at Savoy.
Oh my gosh, so many people
lock haven and the ground's gonna be salted. It's just,
Yeah, and then James with the super soaker. Sabotage. What is your show, Maya?
So Maya in Love is a original one-person cabaret about my journey with love and all of its quirks and queerness. It has 6 of my original songs in it that I will be singing on ukulele. And ultimately, it is a moment for me to share my queer love manifesto, which more or less boils down to you cannot wear enough pink blush. Strawberries are the most delicious fruit, aside from me. And queer people deserve love. They deserve it from their communities, they deserve it from their loved ones, and they deserve it from themselves. And I know that love can be very mushy and gushy, but after all, love is queer. Yeah!
That is an elevator pitch. That is amazing.
I did not rehearse it at all today, so no.
Not here at all.
No, definitely not.
Are you a first-time Fringe artist?
Technically, no. So, I actually did a one-person show the same year as Bruce, and it was not that great success. Basically, I had, back in college, written a one-person show, wrote the music and everything for it, and it was like the story of like how I discovered who I was and whatever. It was the most mixed senior thesis college nonsense that you have ever thought of in your entire life. Every trope, it was all in there. And I also had no idea how to market it. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had a great time. And so since then, this is the first show that I've produced myself, but I also have been working a lot with like Phoenix Tears with their immersive shows. I was in The War twice, once before COVID and once after.
It's not a show, they actually just went through.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did. Like, we're doing this year, BYOB! This is the narrative now.
No, don't put that out there, no.
No. I am spreading love.
The gay agenda is we're gonna get chapter.
What are you most excited about with Fringe?
I think similarly with vulva is I know. It's just the sense of community, like getting to be able to see everyone. There's also a bit for me of kind of wanting to redeem myself after all of those years of not producing my own show. I actually was just here at Art Space in December with a musical that I had written, that I was surrounded by like a whole team of people that helped me. And don't get me wrong, like when I reached out and told people that I was interested in doing this one-person show, they were all like, oh yeah, we love you, we would love to help you. And I think that idea of community is why I love this festival so much. It's surrounding yourself with people who are talented, that you love, that you get to spend time with and share art with. And that's beautiful. That's what I love.
That's what we're I love it. All right, so I gotta say, the BYOBs are represented. Like, they have come up and come out. So I will be spending a lot of time at my lovely BYOBs, I think.
We're not that far, especially Savoy. It's like a 6-minute walk. It's not that far. You can make it. If you can cross to the Gold venue, you can, or even to the Orlando Family Stage, you can make your way to Savoy. You got this.
And then you can visit the site of the soon-to-be one of 17 new Parliament houses. We're gonna put one in each neighborhood.
It's the American dream.
Yeah, Parliament House Lake Nona, let's go.
I don't know.
Great McDonald's.
All right, any last words on your show for this year?
Why are you gonna? Anyway, last week's on the show. Yeah, come out and come see it. It would be a delight to have you here to share my love with y'all. And yeah, please come out and see the BYOBs. Like, there are a lot of really good shows that are going to be there. We've already had 3 from Savoy alone here tonight, and yeah, we're super talented and great as well. So come on over.
Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see your show. I'm so excited. How's it going, Drew?
It's going.
Did you figure out more about my show?
Well, it's pretty minimalist.
I think we'll have a concept by the end of the night.
I'm just curious when, you know, like who was blueberrying it up in the art space?
I don't know. Just one blueberry. One single blueberry in a cup.
I want to do some investigative journalism. You know, I need to write through some trash. Get the bottom of this.
All right, on that note,
You wanted me to go.
I want to bring in another virtual interview, so put him on in.
Hello!
Hello! What's your name?
Little dance before. It's my name is Edu Diaz. I'm from the Canary Islands, based in New York, and I'm so excited to go to Orlando Fringe and to meet you all soon.
What's your show?
My show is called A Drag Is Born. I premiered at the New York City Fringe. I got 3 awards, which I still don't believe. One of them, Best Solo Clown. And yeah, A Drag Is Born is a blend of clown and drag, very campy drag. Don't expect Drag Race. It's very campy. And
Am I Orlando Fringe? Oh, is this your first time at Orlando Fringe?
yes, and I'm so excited about that.
That is awesome. What made you want to come to Orlando?
I didn't understand what you said. I'm sorry.
I said, what made you want to come to Orlando Fringe?
Why? Well, I just saw the opportunity, and then after I got in, I learned that it's the best print possible in the US. So I was like, okay, I got lucky. You know, that was the sequence of the facts. So yeah, I'm very excited. Very, very excited.
Nice. And you're in the pink venue, right?
I'm in the pink venue. Yes.
Yeah, nice. Very
Yeah, and
nice.
I'm premiering the 21st of May. So, but I'm gonna be during the whole festival. So I'm also very excited to see as many shows as I can in the first week.
Inquiring minds want to know which came first, the clown or the drag?
At first, the drag, I would say. I've been doing drag since I'm a kid, with a plastic bag as a wig and singing like very Spanish diva songs. So that was my beginning as a drag, and now as a 40-year-old man, I'm actually coming out as a drag performer now, not before. And actually, the show is about, it's very autobiographical. I'm sorry about this. So it's about a man that suddenly becomes a drag on the stage, kind of like this.
Whoa! You guys missed it, but there was a really good.
There's a comment on here that says that you've performed at the Stonewall Inn, a part of the show.
Yes, the show is began like a sketch last year, during the Pride last year, like a 5-minute sketch, and suddenly I noticed that it was fun and it was working with the audience, and and I kept developing the show, and the last iteration as a sketch was at the Stonewall Inn, like 20 minutes, something like that, and it was the best experience that I've had so far on the stage. It was overwhelming, the reaction of the audience, and of course, all the meaning of performing at that place.
What are you most excited about being a first-time artist at Orlando Fringe?
Oh, well, I would say meeting other performers. It was my first time at the Fringe here in New York, like 3 days ago. And yeah, to me, the most exciting part was seeing other people's works, and also meeting artists from all over the world. it's very exciting.
Yeah, very nice. Well, is there any last minute things that you want to say about your show?
Well, I'm so excited about it. I would say that to me, my favorite part of the show is how the audience and I become like a system. Like at some point, we become like one, and and I'm really looking forward to becoming one with the Orlando Fringe audiences.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to meet you and see your show. And
Me too. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we are going to play one of our videos that we have. Go ahead and hit it.
Oh my gosh, hi Orlando Fringe, it's me, it's Tora Hyman, and I'm coming to you with my WW Double Ds. That's right, I have a show this year at the Orlando Fringe called WW Double D. I think you'll get it. I'm playing Dolly Parton. Well, you'll see. You have to buy a ticket to come see the show because it's a long story, but we're going to get into that real quick once we see the show here. Okay, so let me tell you about the show, and let me, it's kind of like an artist interview, and so I'm going to interview myself. So, Tora, what would you say if you could pick one word that would describe WWDD? Interactive. Don't be scared. If you don't want to play along, you don't have to, okay? It's not for everyone, but it's not like what you think. It's a fun, interactive piece. You're not going to get this at any other drag show. It's not just a drag show either. It's a stage show. It's fully scripted, live, singing, all your Dolly Parton hits. I mean, okay, that was more than one word. Okay, moving on. 5/17. What's that mean to you? May 17th. We're doing $6 tickets. What? I'm just giving the things away. Okay, well, not really, but the show costs a lot of money. So I figured, you know what? Let's give back to people. That's not right. We're going to give them a discount. There it is. Let's give them a discount. So $6, come see my show. It's my first night, and let's give me a nice warm opening. Okay. So Dolly, drag, and heart. The show has so much heart. It is more than just me stomping around with glitter and a beautiful natural blonde haircut. No. It's got so much heart. And if you want to just have a piece that maybe moves you, makes you laugh, and is full of glitter, it's like Kinky Boots, but without the cast. It's like Lacage without the ensemble. It's like Mrs. Doubtfire without the grandma. It's Dolly Parton, babes. Okay. Oh my gosh, classic. I have a little note. I have an index card with notes in case you're wondering. I'm prepared. So it's got all your classic songs like, well, Jolene. I know y'all love that one. Coat of Many Colors. And of course, oh my gosh, there's another Dolly wig behind me. There's so many songs. There's about 14 or 15 songs in the show. Come do it. A whole live song too. It's crazy. Maybe Dolly makes an appearance. I don't know. She doesn't return my Instagram messages, but, so the show has got nothing but inspiration, beautiful costumes, a multi-$100 set, and never before seen drag things. What? I'm doing the show completely. It's a 1-hour show, all me, all alone on the stage. And I'm going to do many, many costume changes all by myself. Maybe. We'll find out. So the show has literally a handful of very expensive, beautiful, custom drag Dolly replica outfits that I will literally change on stage in front of your eyes while singing. What? I mean, it's crazy. And you're never going to ever see anything like this. I'm completely bare on the stage. Wow, kinky. It's a very raw piece for me. You're getting to know Tora Hyman and Dolly a little deeper than you've ever seen them before. So if you're a fan of drag, if you're a fan of Dolly, if you want to just feel things again, the show is about WWDD. What would Dolly do? So we ask, what would Dolly do in certain situations? She even gives the audience a little TED Talk at one point in the show. And it's kind of fun to learn, what would you do in a certain situation? Would you ask WWDD? And would Dolly answer you? And we find out maybe Tora asked that question and what Dolly says to Tora. In case you don't know who I am, I'm Tora Hyman. Yeah, go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You're going to love it. It's a good time. And why you should see the show. Because I poured my heart into the show. It is a beautiful love letter to Dolly Parton, myself, and someone else very near and dear to my heart. So do me a favor. Come feel, come love, and come celebrate with some glitter with me. How could you not love all these WWWDs? I'll see you at 7. What? Come to all 7. You know what? Just save the time and just come to all the show. Buy a pack and come celebrate with me. Every show is different. See you then. Bye. Thank you, Orlando Fringe.
What's that? A crab tree?
Hello, welcome back. We're back on.
Talking about yards.
Talking about yards?
Yeah, what's your ideal yard?
A peaceful yard.
Wow. Nice. Not me.
Chaos yard?
Yeah.
Bruce thrives on chaos.
Oh yeah.
Balls everywhere.
Oh yeah. Knives.
I want to acknowledge that Bruce is moving further away from me.
Because it's like a Johnny Carson thing.
Yes, he should have started over there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Just enter the gas. Wow.
So we're going to bring on another guest from in person. So come on up. Hello. What is your? Oh, good. He's good too. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
See, you're further away. So what is your name?
My name is Cindy Heen, and I'm the Artistic Director of Emergence Dance.
Nice. And what is your show?
My show is called Dream, and my show is, will take you on a journey of self-discovery. We have 3 different chapters. We have each character representing a different identity. We have Dream, and then we have Explore, and then we end with Discover. And we interweave the whole show with spoken word.
Yes,
By Brian Noel, very talented spoken word artist.
So you're mixing a lot of mixed media. So you're doing dance, spoken word, and music. That is incredible. And you're at the Teal venue, right?
Teal venue right here. Downtown. It's awesome. There's so many fun things to do before the show at the BYOB venues, and then come down here, and then go to the lawn.
And you're a first-time artist this year.
Yes, I first time being a part of the show. I love coming to Fringe, just seeing all the different shows. So it's a dream come true, literally, to now direct and produce my own show.
Other than the lottery, what would you say like aligned to make the show happen this year specifically?
So yeah, obviously getting, I was actually waitlisted, so I wasn't sure it was going to happen, but I was super excited that I was first in line, and then Tempestt reached out to me and said, "There's a spot for you." I wanted to do it last year, and I was 7th in line last year, so it just honestly, it's time to do the show. Everything's so aligned. All the artists that are involved, they're working so hard, giving their whole heart and soul. And this is a dance heavy show, so we don't have live singing. It's really truly felt from the heart.
I really enjoyed the little teaser when you guys were on. Like that, your main principal dancer, I think,
Yes.
she was just stunning to watch.
Yes,
So
Annika Bowman. So what's kind of interesting with the show, so we have the 3 characters, Dream, Explore, Discover, and Annika kind of represents this idea of a narrator. So as the spoken word is happening, she kind of narrates the characters, and kind of, it's like a moving picture through dance. And so something new is continuously unfolding. And what's exciting is that it's so raw and exposed. It's the beautiful part and the ugly part of what we experience as humans, and grief, hope, temptation, desire, rage, peace, and it just kind of culminates and to self-discovery.
Have you worked with these performers before, or
Yes.
mostly people you worked with before, or is it
Yeah.
some people?
Great question. So I produced and directed the show in 2022, and it's just felt so inspiring. So I have some of the original castmates who helped me kind of build the show. It just was such an authentic process that it just happened, and it's so beautiful. And then I also have newer performers and artists. So My spoken word artist, Brian Noel, he wrote and acted it in the first show, but because I live in California, we have someone else coming in, a talented actor, Martin Powers, and so it's going to be, it's just kind of so authentic in how everything just kind of came together, and then the teaser felt so awesome to feel the support from like all the community of artists, like, and it's fun to see friends and familiar faces, and there's just so much talent and joy and all the things.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to tell us about your show?
So come see us. We're here. We open our $6 shows May 16th at 5:30. And let's go on a journey.
Nice. Are you going to take me on a journey with my
I think the bluebird's taking us all on a journey. It's a real Chekhov's fruit.
Someone's got to eat it.
No.
Well, now that you said
Hey, are you offering? Nice. All right, we're going to go to one of our virtual interviews. Jack, put them on in.
Hi guys,
Hello, how are you?
I am good. Earl McLendon, my show's Interstate Stories. I know you can't see that, but I'm there the 15th at 8:30 is my $6 show. So it's my story. I took it to Indianapolis Fringe last year. I took it to Atlanta Fringe, and then it's like I'm not driving enough, so let's go a little further to the Orlando Fringe. So I'm looking forward to coming
Where are
down.
you from?
Chicago.
Nice, representing. And is this your first time at Orlando Fringe?
It is. I have a good friend, Victoria Montalbano, who came down there last year, and she said, "You've got to go." I've been sort of following behind her. She's at New York Fringe this year, so maybe I'll do that next year. But I was very grateful. I was the first one pulled out of the pod, and I'm at the Blue venue, and I just was ecstatic. So I've been planning that since I knew that you guys the luck was on my side.
Yeah, and Blue Venue is such an amazing, intimate space. I love the Blue Venue. It's one of my favorites in the festival. What is it that drew you to Orlando? Did you hear about Orlando, or?
I heard about it. I heard it was one of the first, if not the first. It's the biggest. It's long, so you can get involved and get to know the people. You can get to know the community. I've already met my billeting person. I'm over through internet, and that sounds amazing. And it just seems like a great. I'm sorry?
Who's your billeter?
Who is it? I'll have to look it up. But anyway, my show is a story. My mother and I used to take road trips when I was a kid, back and forth to Dallas, but you'd always find roadside attractions to see. And so this is part memoir, part travelogue. I have a slideshow. There are a lot of really neat roadside attractions. When my mother passed away, I took a month-long road trip from Chicago to Washington, back to my home in Mississippi, and then back home again. And so it's about travel. It's about the dying off of the roadside attractions. It's about the little bit of why I left Mississippi. I hope I'm not offending any Mississippians out there, but you're not in Mississippi more than likely, so we probably share some of the same sentiments. But in that wrong road trip, the reflection of the things that I've done in my life. And then it's also, there's a little toast at the end with some nice rum. And if anyone wants to join me in that. I also, with all my shows, I do a nice little chit chat at the end, not feedback on the show itself, although you can come up and tell me that in person, but to hear about your experiences, the audience experiences with road trips and with travel in cars or any kind of travel, because I'm not only a storyteller, but I'm a collector of tales. I will be selling. One of the places I go was the El Dorado Inn. It was one of the nicest. So these will be part of a a drawing. There were 100 motel keychains, 1 through 100. And at the end of my show, the last show, I'll be drawing a number and giving a gift certificate to the person who bought the winning motel key. And so, and I want to see how many people have to explain why they're carrying around a motel key. That's the I also will have Stuckey's pecan rolls for sale. So that's a rarity up here. I know down in Atlanta, Florida, there are a lot of Stuckey's still around, but that was a big thing in my day of travel. There were Stuckey's every 100 miles. And so when I started putting this together, in fact, my postcards, I'll have that Stuckey's on there because that was a big, memorable part of the trip. So I just, it's a nice piece. It's funny. It's poignant. It's got a lot to do. And the main thing that I put it together for that I realized was that when my mother dealt with Alzheimer's the last 2 years of her life, and she'd be paranoid and frightened and angry, I could just bring up a road trip from when we were traveling when I was a kid. And that would be where she would live for the week, however many days I was home. So I knew I could give that to her as a nice, comforting place. So all these road trip and roadside attractions that are kind of dying off, they still lived with my mother. And so that's what the whole story's about. It's called Interstate Stories, not Interstate, INNER. And it's a lovely, I'm got 7 shows, so definitely come out, and love to have people come out and see it. And buy a pecan roll and a motel key.
I'm so excited to see your show. And the important question, are you road tripping to get down here?
I road trip everywhere. I still do. I road trip to West Virginia. My wife's an actress and performs out there. I road trip to Indianapolis for 4 weeks, 4 separate weeks.
You got to check out the Citrus Tower and the Presidential Hall of Fame.
I'll see all of those. In fact, I'm probably coming a couple of days early to do all that. And this is what I do. Rather than journal or anything, I bring postcards. And where every time I stop, I write a postcard to myself about what I saw, the dress, what I ate, and put a stamp on it, and I mail it back to myself. So when I get back to the house, I have piles of postcards, and I put them in order, and then I can have the whole trip. So I've got 3 shoe boxes of postcards now from all the travel.
That's awesome. Well, is there any last things that you want to say about your show before we let you go?
No. Thank you guys for this opportunity. Definitely, I can't wait to get out among the crowd and see everybody in beer tents and all of that. I plan on basically living out there. I'll tell the person I'm billeting with that, I'll leave in the morning, I'll be back in the evening, and spend the rest of the day out there with you guys, because this sounds really like an exciting time. It's head and shoulders above everything else from all reports from people who've been there before. So I'm looking forward to being part of it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait to see you in just a couple of weeks.
Great. Bring on the super soakers, man.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Thanks, guys.
All right, Jack, let's play another video.
Hello. First of all, I'm really happy to get back to Orlando, which is one of my absolute favorite festivals. My name is Elias Feingesh, and I'm bringing a show which is called The Trombone Guy Story. And I will play in green venue. The Trombone Guy story is a story about how it is being a son, being a father, being a grandson, how it is to have kids, how it is to have sex while you have kids, how it is to lose your parents. This is a story about life, really. This is my third show, which I'm going to bring to Orlando, and I played it already in Canada, I played it in Australia, I played it in Sweden, and now I am at home in Sweden, and we have beautiful flowers. This is springtime, still cold though, and by the time you're going to watch this, hopefully going to be asleep. So guys, I really hope to see you there, and it's a musical comedy show, and I hope you like it. See you in Orlando.
Hi, I'm Melanie Bailey, the 2023 Spirit of the Fringe Award winner and the writer and director of Historical Hotties, a drag and burlesque cabaret at the Orlando Fringe Festival in the Brown venue. I am so excited to bring you a passion project that was created based on the amazing, talented, and diverse women that I met all over the Fringe Festival. This is a way to both illustrate the amazing diversity we have in our arts community now and the amazing women throughout history who are also as beautiful and diverse and have paved our way to have the future we have now. The story follows Catherine, a middle-aged woman who's struggling with being a woman in 2024 in America and how to continue to have the strength to continue on her path. She's awoken by the spirit of boss bitches, played by the amazing and Festin 4 Patrons Pick winner, Bikini Katie Thayer, who introduces her to 9 women throughout history who use their own beautiful way to show Catherine that she has strength inside of her as well. Please come and join us as we show you how hot history can really be.
Hello, welcome back. I'm seeing the video in this, and I just see Bruce just like. I didn't realize he was
This
over
is
there.
literally me at home. It's fully just like, and I wonder why. I'm like, my spine hurts.
Wonder why.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to do another in person. Who would like to go next?
Yeah.
Yay! I drove you here.
So
I'm watching
DK
it a few seconds behind.
Oh, are you?
Looks good.
Oh, it doesn't. Hi, DK.
Hi, Tempestt.
So your show title is the longest in the festival, and I heard that you memorized it.
Yep. Start somewhere.
Yeah, what is the title of your show?
It's called DK Does Movie, an improvised make-em-up cinematic film experience performed live on stage in front of audience people.
I helped him workshop it.
Oh, so you're the reason.
You're on Facebook Messenger, just like.
Is this enough words?
I need about 4 or 5 more words. Can you just throw some out there?
The great thing is if you're wondering what my show is, you just read the title again.
That is, you don't need a description, you don't need a pitch, nothing. You just read the title.
If you don't pass out before you finish the title.
So if I ask you what your show's about, are you just gonna say the title again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, DK, what's your show about?
It's called DK Does Movie, an improvised make-em-up cinematic film experience performed live on stage in front of audience people. And then here's a little QR code. If you're at home, you can play along. You can scan the machine. I don't know.
Try it.
Does it work?
Someone do it.
Is it too close?
Hold it closer a little bit.
Okay, hold it closer. Yeah. Scan it. Scan it. I don't know.
This is marketing.
Yeah. This is like Inception. I wanted to see how deep can we go. Or,
That's
okay.
what Christopher Nolan said.
Anyway, I just like to play with depth, you know.
Yeah.
That's a movie. It's a movie term. I have some wonderful people joining me. Emily Fontano. Zach fame, Robbie Pygett, also Zach and Disney fame. He does stuff at Disney.
We get fired.
Where you can't.
So he's friends with.
He's a janitor.
He's friends with the trash can.
I also have some wonderful friends from Can I say this? Canada? Yeah, okay. I don't
We're not allowed to say
Are you
Canada.
unconfident about how to pronounce Canada?
So, Canada. Isaac Kessler, incredible clown, very good friends, and Ken Hall.
Yes.
They will only be here for the last 3 shows, so yeah, very excited. So it's going to be a totally different show every night. We'll get suggestions and do a bunch of improv and dumb fun stuff and blow your minds. It's like there's 2D, there's 3D, you've heard of 4D. We're doing this show in 5D.
Spray bottles in your face. Yeah.
Don't give it away.
What
that was it.
That was the expertise. What venue are you in?
Oh, great question, Bruce. Adjusts. I'm in the City Arts venue. I don't know if you've
City Arts, you say?
City Arts. It's right downtown. It's next door to the Harp and Kelp, actually.
And Shots.
And Shots.
Across the street from Shots.
So
they don't advertise that, I think.
No.
They're not proud of that.
Shots, sure. Yeah. City Arts. Great venue. Gonna be awesome. I think 2nd floor, but there'll be like a museum down below or an art exhibit and coffee and stuff. And are we serving booze there? Are we serve beer and wine?
Sure.
At our show, we won't be serving beer and wine, but we will have concessions. So if you like going to the movies, come see DK Does Movie, an improvised make-em-up cinematic film experience performed live on stage in front of audience people. Whoa! Special effect.
DK, how long have you been doing Orlando Fringe?
I came here in 2017 for the very first time and have never not come back.
Yeah, because you moved to Orlando after you
I
performed
did.
at Orlando.
I liked it so much, I was like, I'm gonna move there.
Yeah, how's that going for you?
Good, great.
You like Orlando?
I got a job. I actually work at the East End Market part-time at Hinkley's Meats, Fancy Meats. If you want a delicious sandwich, come check me out there.
So it's really working out.
Yeah, it's great. I've been doing it. I have. I was a janitor at Disney for a little while, and I did Halloween Horror Nights. And I love Orlando. It's wild. There's a lot going on. I started doing jiu-jitsu, actually.
Yes.
Got my 3rd stripe in jiu-jitsu. Nothing to do with my friendship.
Are you gonna whip that out during the show at any point? Like, do you think you'll ever have a?
If like someone gets unruly, I will have to.
Oh, not okay.
That's the 5D.
Sorry, Emily.
Sorry. Not even the actor.
That was a joke that I made.
Oh. Okay.
All right, DK. You love Orlando.
I do.
Well, we're happy to have you, DK.
Thanks.
You're a nice little addition to the Orlando.
Little addiction. Do you like this blueberry?
You gonna co-host for that?
Sure.
Oh, you want to co-host?
Just like a little break.
Yeah.
Chris is like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
But you have to move over,
Okay,
apparently.
Roll out.
All right, come see my show. Thank you.
You're gonna stay.
I know. I'm sitting here.
So that was DK.
Hi.
Go and see him. Go and check him out.
That guy was great.
Oh, he was great. 2.0. Now I need a new storyline for the blueberry.
Oh, this was actually a crime scene. There's a blueberry thief that got into acting to sort of like hide their trail. So they rented out this space and did a fake show to cover the fact that they were blueberry thieves, and then they left one behind. So.
Okay. We'll workshop
Do
it.
you want more? Or you... That's a no. It's like I don't like that.
Put him down softly. All right.
It's gonna be better.
Let's bring in another virtual interview. Oh.
No, I got my own.
Oh, do you?
Well, man.
Hi. How are you doing?
Hi! Oh, so good. It's almost like I'm in Florida.
What is your name?
I'm Megan Phillips.
Oh, Megan! That's Megan Phillips. I know Megan.
You know Megan?
Okay. I didn't recognize you with stuff on your face.
Yeah, hair?
Oh.
Or, okay, I don't know, yeah.
That's what you call it in Florida. Got it.
Moved to Orlando and started growing a beard, I guess.
Megan, what is your show?
It's Grease too.
Yeah. What is it about?
It is, okay, it's a one-woman world of whimsy, which I practiced saying like 4 times before I went on here, about my love for Grease and Grease 2.
Yes.
So 11-year-old Megs with a Z, because I'm Canadian, is inviting you into her basement, lucky you, to do a screening party of Grease and Grease 2. And I serve Oreos, so...
Oh, very nice. I have to ask the burning question. Grease 1 or Grease 2? Which one is better? And there is a right answer.
Well, if we want to get philosophical, it depends. But the answer will always lead to Grease 2, Tempestt. Always Grease 2.
I knew this connection. Cool writer. I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer, hands down.
Yeah. And don't worry. We sing Cool Rider. It is a sing-along. If you come not expecting to sing, you are in the wrong show, my friend.
I will be at every single show. I have an unhealthy obsession with...
I know, look, I have the jacket. Can you see?
Oh, wait, she has pink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And when you come, there's an honorary pink lady. You can be an honorary pink lady. We all do the pink lady pledge. It's so great. I love this show and I love the people. It's so great.
Now, Megan, you tour a lot at other fringes, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. But this is your first time at Orlando Fringe.
It is. Don't tell the border guards, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm grateful. And it's funny because even before the draw, I just had this vision in my head of I'm supposed to do Orlando. I don't know why, but I've never been to Florida. I've never been like south of like Montana. So I'm really excited.
Nice. How many fringes in total have you done? Like different fringes?
Oh, yikes.
I think I met you in Montreal, right? In 2017?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Nice.
And you'd already done a bunch by then, so.
Yeah. Although there's quite a lot of times I just kind of have done the same ones through, but like I've heard such great things about Orlando, and it's always been like the tales of lore. And I knew that I didn't want to do Orlando until I knew which show I wanted to do. And then as soon as I did Grease, I was like, that's the show.
Great.
Yeah.
That's the right one.
Yeah. You really knew your audience for some reason.
It's sold out already. Just since you said.
Well, Blue venue, right?
Pardon me?
You're in Blue venue?
I'm at Blue. Yeah, and if I may say one quick thing, it is a one-woman world, Winsy. We do go into Grease, we do sing, but I also just want to clarify that the one of the reasons this show is so near and dear to my heart is because it's all about finding your tribe and community and acceptance. And I feel like the gift of the Fringe community is that's. Geez, I was not expecting to be a crier today. Sorry. But I feel like that's what Fringe has given me is tribe and community and acceptance. And that's what this show is about. It's joyous and it's wonderful and it celebrates art and how we are survivors often as artists and have to create our own worlds of whimsy to live in, to get through some of the tough stuff. And the gift about being an adult and going back as an artist is we get to, as I have done, and the audience gets to do, reclaim what was missing then. with this like added perspective and joy. So that's one of the reasons this show is really special to me.
Yes. Do you need to be like a Grease like hardcore fan to enjoy?
No.
Okay.
No. Not at all. Don't worry. All are welcome. All are welcome. In fact, it's best if you don't, because then I can explain the whole thing for you. And don't worry, we use a lot of projections, so we play a lot of the clips. And don't worry about what they say, because I speak a lot of it over top of it to you. So I will make up for the knowledge. So don't you worry.
Well, I'm very excited to have you in Orlando, and I'm very excited about this show for my own personal reasons. But we'll see you so soon, and thank you for coming out.
Oh my gosh, wait, we get there.
Great shoes, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I got these in Montreal with Tush.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
we went for shopping.
That's always good.
They're comfortable too, and those are great boots.
Yeah.
They're smart and they're stylish.
Yeah.
Do you want to borrow?
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 10.5 minutes, probably.
Yeah. I'm a 10 and a half in minutes. Yes. All right, I think we have one more in-person interview. Come on back. Hello. What is your name?
My name is Joey Gans.
Hi, Joey. What show are you in?
I'm in Lifeline, Teal Venue.
Nice. You're in the Teal. The people who's in the Teal Venue are representing tonight. I am very excited for you.
Nobody wanted to tell me that it was playing with Blueberry.
Wait, you're the blueberry thief?
I knew workshopping
Don't hurt him.
Okay, thank you.
Tell me about your show.
Lifeline is a beautiful tale of friendship, of slice of life of two people going on a journey together and learning to accept things that they're not comfortable with themselves about, and things that some people honestly might not be comfortable with society about. It offers, I think, a genuine window for anyone who needs a cathartic experience to come and be in a safe space to feel that, and be with other people who would really be able to feel that.
That's amazing. And are you a first-time Fringe artist?
A second time.
What was the last time you've done Fringe?
It was actually last year. I did Manor of Death in the Brown venue.
Oh, you did do Manor of Death. Nice.
I'm playing a much friendlier character.
And what is your favorite part about Fringe?
I think the opportunity, I think I have to copy Caesar from earlier just a little bit. Fringe opened my eyes so wide open. I'm fresh out of college, so I truly did not understand the depth that Fringe offered, and honestly the beautiful community that Orlando Fringe itself has. Talking with so many Fringe veterans who've been here for years and years and years, and them telling me this is the best place to be, and to hang on to it as tight as we can, and offer what we can to the family.
Exactly, and I think it's like a through line that everyone feels that same way, like that sense of community and uplifting nature, and I just really value what it offers to Orlando and what other people bring to Orlando that we don't usually get to see all the out of towners. So
I couldn't have said it better.
Did you write this show?
I am one of the actors in it. I could not take the credit for writing it. The writer is playwright Caroline Hull. This is a piece that's actually been performed once before. We performed it with Project Spotlight at University of Central Florida. It is the students get-together group that allows them to put on shows written by students, performed by students, directed, produced, the whole nine yards. It is all student-run. There's been some updates and some changes, but still we're just as excited to bring it to Orlando Fringe.
that's great. And Caroline used to actually work for Orlando Fringe, and so it's just like so nice to see. There's so many of us that were like artists, and then we worked, and then we volunteered, and it's so great to see where Caroline's gone. And this is her second play that she's written in the Fringe.
That is correct, yes.
That is awesome. So, what your character? Tell us about your character a little bit.
Mitchell is such a quirky, weird guy. And I mean that with so much love. He is nerdy, he loves video games, he loves smoking weed, he loves chilling out, doing whatever it is that he feels that he needs to do every day. Whatever is going to make Mitchell feel like Mitchell the most. And sometimes that means making a weird podcast in his car. We just have to live with that.
That's awesome. Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about?
You're going to cry, you're going to laugh, you're going to have a good time. So please just come out, feel with us, and be with us in the Teal Venue.
Awesome.
Thank you
so much. The basement squad meeting. Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Hi.
There's been some changes.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of things happen with the blueberry.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. I had to go home. Show us over from Blueberry folks.
All right, we are going to shoot one of our videos again.
Orlando Fringe is spreading positive energy throughout Central Florida and around the world. For 30 years, Fringe has provided a platform for storytellers and artists to express themselves and inspire creativity. Orlando Fringe is an international theater festival, bringing together over 75,000 attendees from all over the world each year and giving 100% of ticket sales directly to the artists. And don't worry, we're not going to let this pandemic stop us from bringing one-of-a-kind arts experiences to our community. With over 2,000 participating artists, Orlando Fringe is in a unique position to have a significant positive impact on the $900 billion arts and culture industry, which has taken a huge hit during this crisis. We are committed to giving artists a voice, a platform, and a stage. We will continue to be creative, continue to be unusual, to reinvent the norm, and to stay positive. See you in May at Orlando Fringe.
Hey guys, it's Melanie Bailey again. Don't worry, it's not about hotties. This is about a different kind of hottie, Joanna Ranelli, an amazing artist from Vancouver, Canada, who's going to be visiting us with her brand new show premiering, Bangs, Bobs, and Banter, Confessions of a Hairstylist. This is based on a true story of a hairstylist and her amazing, quirky, weird, and scandalous people that come and tell her all of their deepest, darkest secrets. Now, I clearly spend some time in a salon chair, and I'd be terrified if my hairstylist told my secrets. But, thankfully, she doesn't know mine. Come check out Joanna Ranelli in the Green Theater at Orlando Fringe Festival.
Hello and welcome back. I have two hosts now.
Two
hosts.
We drove together. So,
So you're stuck. All right, I'm gonna bring in.
There's so many shows.
And there's so many good shows.
So many great. How many total?
120.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, how many were last year?
130 something.
Oh, so
I don't know.
less.
There's less. Than
it feels like so many.
It feels like more, but there's less. Less is more. That's what they say in the theater, in the cinema as well. Less is more.
Okay. All right, I'm going to bring on our next guest, and it's going to be virtual. Who we got? Hi.
Hello.
Wow, balloons, fantastic.
What is your name?
Hey, I'm Steve, and I am representing Lick the Mouse, being produced by the Rude Mechanicals for this year's Fringe Festival.
Nice. And tell us about Lick the Mouse.
One of the key ingredients is 1993. A 22-year-old college senior and a 32-year-old college graduate student, that would be myself, were in a playwriting class, and Christopher DePel wrote Lick the Mouse. That was 30 some odd years ago. It featured a familiar mouse character that we here in Central Florida hold near and dear to our hearts. Since it was a speculative future, we felt very strongly that this would be a great time to bring it back to see how accurate his prediction about the future might be. So Lick the Mouse it takes from what was a cartoon that became a mid-century staple of culture to what it is today and potentially what it might be in the future. So it's a one-act play, straight drama, and it features 3 boomers and 4 Gen Zers. I approached it as the director in a kind of a paean to Gen Z from their predecessors, the boomers. All of our play stuff is now their corporatist stuff, and that's what the play explores in one act.
Very nice. And you're in which venue?
We're going to be in the blue venue, so we might outnumber the audience on some nights, but that's where we're going to be.
That's a great venue. You'll like. It's an awesome venue.
Yes.
I think that was the first one I ever did when I came here. Love it.
What are you most excited about with the Orlando Fringe?
Well, it is my hometown, Orlando, although I moved away for many years. I'm glad to be back and to share this experience. I have former students, I have family involved, and we're definitely the Rude Mechanicals, art for art's sake. We come from all different places in order to be here to do this theatrical performance, and we're looking forward to that.
Nice. All right. Well, is there any other things you want to say about your show before we let you go?
No, I just think that from my generation to the Gen Zers, there's something for everybody in this particular play, and I think you'll recognize yourself in our current situation here in Central Florida.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, is there an actual mouse? I don't want you don't spoil anything, but is there a mouse in your show?
And can we lick it?
And does it?
Well, can you imagine 7 actors licking a mouse and then passing it to you? That might be what takes place.
Honestly, I've done this last Thursday.
Not exactly OSHA compliant, but I'm not getting paid.
Well, I hope everybody can make it. We open on the 17th at the 10:05 p.m. performance in the blue venue.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Steve. We appreciate you coming out.
Pleasure being here. Thank you.
I am very worried.
Yeah, we're leg crossing.
Yeah, I'm very worried about what you two do on your off time and what mouses you're licking.
Listen,
Don't judge.
they're frozen. So,
Well, I just wasn't sure.
It's vegan that way.
Lick the mouse. It's right there.
Eat the blueberry.
Eat the blueberry. I was gonna ask if there was a blueberry involved. Is that what it is? It's the play, eat the blueberry.
Eat the blueberry. That's what we workshopped.
We're workshop.
Yeah.
No workshop and yeah.
All right, we're going to bring in our next guest, who's also going to be virtual. What do we got? Oh, look who it is! Hello.
It's a buddy.
Hello.
It's Jonathan.
Hello,
How are you doing? Who are you? What's your name?
my name is Jonathan. I'm with AWOL. 2 old men escape a care home and go to a metal festival.
Very nice. I mean, I'm going to ask you what your show's about, but you pretty much said it.
Yeah.
Pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah. What was the inspiration for this show?
Well, okay, so to start, Rob G, the fellow who wrote the show, is in UK. I messaged him, I called him, and I said, "Look, we got this interview. You gotta do it." And he said it's too late for him. He wanted to go to bed because he needed to get up early. So I'm doing this solo. Anyways, Rob G was inspired a few years ago, read a news article. Apparently there was a news article that said that there was 2 old men who escape a care home and they go to a metal festival. We thought that would be a very good idea to turn that into a show. That news article has since been debunked. But that didn't stop us. So Rob G wrote it, and I helped him with the dramaturgy. We started writing it in 2018, and then we just toured it last year, and it went super well. And yeah, it's been super fun. The quick premise is that this guy over here has an estranged granddaughter. And his estranged granddaughter just happens to be a lead singer of a metal band, heavy metal band, and is playing at a metal festival. And so this guy convinces this guy to break out of the care home and go to the metal festival, and chaos ensues. They are being followed closely by the, oh, where am I here? They're being followed closely by the care home staff. And it's not only like, you know, what you expect, but Rob G has managed to add a little bit of a heartfelt storyline in there about the relationship between a grandpa and his granddaughter, and also a comment on the state of long-term care homes. So yeah, you can see the ticket link. Oh my gosh, there we go. Ticket link down here. There it is. Hold on. There it is. Ticket link right there. Billy's Orlando. Also, go Jets. I just wanted to throw it out there as a
how many
Canadian.
festivals have you done, Johnny?
What's that?
How many festivals have you done?
Oh gosh, I'm well over 100 now. Yeah. My first one was 1993 when I was just a young pup. It might be a more accurate, or at least more fitting, to say how many Orlando Fringes I've done. And I think I'm up to almost 10, I guess. 05 was my first Orlando Fringe, and then 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so, and then a couple of winter Fest and Floors. So yeah, approaching 10, I suppose. You can see the little, yeah, up there. Anyways, really love coming back to Orlando. Last year I was part of the tech team in Silver Venue. So this year I will, yeah. Oh, I also, one more thing. Keith Brown is doing trivia night, so he can't make it. But he's told me to shout out Keith Brown's show. So yeah, Keith Brown's show.
And you're both in the Silver Venue, right?
We're both in the Silver Venue, which is awesome. I was a venue tech there last year, and I can't wait to give all three of you big hugs, because when I saw that all three of you were hosting it, it made me smile.
They just showed up and I forced them to do it.
Yeah.
I called Bruce earlier today. I was like, yeah, if you want to come and just co-host it. I didn't give him an option. And then I saw him at the door and I made him do it. And then DK's just here.
I have a question, Johnny. Are you bringing your boats to Orlando?
Yes.
I would love to. I would have to sail either through the Northwest Passage or through the Panama Canal. So I could take a poll to see which route I could take.
Just bring the boat.
I should bring the boat. If whoever's coming to Vancouver, which Tempestt, you came to Vancouver and stayed on my boat last year. I would like the offer's still open. Also, just a little quick thing before I go. I'm also doing another show, a 24-hour marathon show called Inescapable, in which two guys are trapped in a holiday party, and it kind of goes Groundhog Day-ish. And it's on May 26th, I believe, from 9 p.m. to 9 p.m. One full day. Grab a wristband. What's that?
You don't know the time of the show. I'm scared. I'm concerned.
It's a fundraiser for the Orlando Fringe. So we have a few bugs to work out, like how we relieve ourselves or how we eat. Yeah, whatever. We're ready. We're not ready, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that show. And it is a full 24 hours. Like, you can come and go. You can come at 3 in the morning, bring a sleeping bag, and just watch them do the show on repeat. Very excited.
Yeah.
I've seen the 1 hour version of that show, and it's fantastic. I can't wait to see 24 hours of it.
John, before you go, your run in Edmonton this past year, how many of those shows did you sell out?
Oh, Edmonton, we sold out 90% of our run for AWOL.
Yeah.
And in Winnipeg, we sold out 100% of our run before the festival even began. And our ticket sales already on Eventatron in Orlando are already quite hot. So yeah, if you get a chance, come and grab a ticket. If price is an option, send me a DM. I don't know how you'd find me. Ribbit Republic. Send me a DM and I can get you a comp if price is an issue. Yeah.
Definitely get your tickets sooner rather than later. I know that it is definitely going to sell out. Well, Johnny, thank you for joining us. I can't wait to have you here. You're one of my favorite people, and so it feels like Fringe when you're here.
Aw, I can't wait. I'm counting the days.
Well, we'll see you in just 2 weeks.
Sail safe.
Stop saying.
See you later.
I'm just doing it to give you a heart attack. All right. We got a couple more on our virtual. I think all the in person are all done, but we still have lovely audiences here. So
You're welcome.
And
This
folks, that one, and this one, for
Right.
joining me tonight. I appreciate it. So let's bring in our next virtual person.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
What is your name?
My name is Luca Torrens, and I'm representing my solo show, Howdy Stranger, a queer cowboy musical comedy.
Nice. And what is your show about?
My show is about a queer cowboy named Gene, whose best friend is a horse, whose only friend is a horse. And he's trying to prove his worth to become the new town deputy after the last one mysteriously died. And he may or may not make a accidental deal with the devil and also sing.
Nice. And you're in the pink venue, right?
I am in the pink venue, yes.
Is this your first time coming to Orlando and doing Orlando Fringe?
It is my first time coming to the Orlando Fringe. My first time doing this show was in the San Francisco Fringe, where we won Best of Fringe, which was great. But yeah, this is my first time in Orlando, and I'm very excited.
Yeah. And you did Tampa Fringe last year, is that correct?
No, San Francisco Fringe. That was a typo. Yeah.
We're very close together.
The Bay Area.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
So what was your inspiration to come to Orlando Fringe?
Miami, so it's right there. And my former professor, who convinced me to submit my show to San Francisco, told me to submit to Orlando, so I decided to. And once I saw how amazing just the website, all the shows, it's just such an amazing festival, at least it looks like it. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, it looks like a fun time.
Nice. And you're from where again?
Miami.
Nice. So you're gonna come up, you're not too far away, which is nice.
Yeah, and I'm a little familiar with the city, so at least it's not like a huge shock like going across the country to San Francisco. That was pretty crazy, I gotta say, especially for my first time performing the show ever, like in front of people. Quite a risk, but.
Oh yeah, that's very ambitious. You're like, you know what? I don't want to do it in my hometown. I want to do it across the country.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you would like to tell us about your show before we let you go?
It's a solo show. I accompany myself on the guitar, and sorry, I think. Okay, my co-star wanted to pop in. Okay. Listen.
Yes.
This is Buttermilk. Buttermilk is my co-star in this show, and she's a drama queen. But yeah, the 18th is our opening night, which is also the $6 night if you want to come and see that. And yeah, it's gonna be a really fun time, and there will be daddy issues addressed. So if you come, be ready to address those. And that's it.
Maybe daddy issues.
Gotta have a little.
Familiar, right?
Yeah, familiar.
Does Buttermilk like living in Miami?
Sorry?
Does Buttermilk like living in Miami?
I mean, I guess. I think that she just she likes the attention that she gets in Miami, you know?
At South Beach?
Yeah, she loves strutting down there, don't you? Yeah, it does get quite hot, but she's used to it by now. She comes from the desert. She's from New Mexico, actually, so she likes the similar weather.
What does she eat mostly in Miami?
She likes sugar cubes, but she's on a diet right now. We're trying to get her into hay, but she really likes the sweet stuff, which she should not be eating anymore. Okay. I think that upset her.
And so Johnny's taking his boat over from Vancouver.
That's a quick stop.
Are you riding your friend horse up?
I wish she actually refuses to work for longer than 30 minutes. She's a pain to work with. So honestly, the 4 hour, it would not work out for her. Unfortunately, I do have to take a car. She'll be in her trailer. You know, what can you do? What can you do? That's the theater biz. Sometimes you just got to work with people like that.
That's so true. That's so true.
Well, Luca, I'm so excited to have you here for your first time at Orlando Fringe, and we'll see you very, very soon in just 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Let's go! Stranger Things venue. Bye.
I need a horse.
I don't think you do.
What would you call
Scooter.
it? Cool.
Oh.
Then you gotta get a scooter and take a horse.
Which one do I take?
The horse and the scooter. All right, we're gonna bring on our next guest.
Hi.
Hi, Paco.
How you doing? Nice to see you.
It's very nice to see you. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. I would just like to point out that after I followed your link, I was in a dark room with several people for about 1.5 hours. So thanks for asking. I'm fresh as a daisy and things couldn't be better. How you guys?
Oh, no. Paco, what is your show?
You look good.
My show, well, as you all know, 2 years ago, I won Patron's Pick with 5-Step Guide to Being German. And then last year, I brought Paco Erhard, Worst German Ever, which I thought was a total contradiction of 5-Step Guide to Being German, but some people thought it was the same show, it didn't come. So this year, my show is called 5-Step Guides to Being from Uzbekistan. Just to make sure everybody knows it's different. No, this is let's see, this is my show this year, Paco Erhard, an honest history of bullshit. And this is like the little guy that will not be on stage with me, but this is basically, it is stand-up around the most like American story I have ever been part of. It happened in LA, and it involves everything, all the madness, all the bullshit, and all the beauty that America has to offer. And it was a bike ride through LA because I'm a European and a fucking idiot. That's why I ride bikes in LA. And so it's going to be laughing at the madness.
Nice, very nice. And Paco, how many years have you done Orlando Fringe?
Oh, this is only going to be my 3rd year.
Oh, only 3 years.
Yeah. I'm a relative newbie, but I love it so much.
And you're at which venue?
Oh, I'm in the ghetto. I'm downtown. Now I'm in the beautiful Stardust, and I would like to point out to everybody, like, downtown seems far away, but it's really awesome. There's some, like, DK is there, Bruce is there, I'm there, Cuties and Courses are there. There are some absolutely fantastic shows that you're going to miss if you don't venture downtown. And I think, Bruce, your venue has a cafe in it, I think. Fringe Art Space has a place to sit and drink. So, like, have a downtown day. Just come there, hang out in the cafes, talk about shows you've seen, and see as many downtown shows in that one day, like that you can. That's what they do in Edmonton, and it's just really great to spend a whole day there. Just park once, never leave, and see as many shows as you can. Because, like I said, there's some fantastic stuff there.
Yeah, there really is. There is a killer lineup at all of the BYOBs this year. So you will not be disappointed if you go off and see one of the BYOB shows.
And there's more buses this year, right?
Yeah, there's 2 shuttles.
Oh, yeah.
2
So
shuttles.
instead of 1, we now have 2. So they will be running more continuously. So you have more opportunities to make it down to Art Space and all of our BYOBs.
That's fantastic.
On the shuttle.
No, we don't.
You don't? Okay.
And free booze.
Nothing. Free nothing.
Is it one every half hour?
Air conditioning.
Nope, not that good.
All I know is if DK keeps making promises, he's gonna have to make good on them.
Free Willy the whale is on each one.
Paco, what is your favorite thing about Orlando Fringe?
Well, where should I start? No, I genuinely, like the first time I came, I could hardly believe, I mean, I've never felt so loved and loving in return. It was just, it's a positive vibe that, I mean, all fringes are kind of positive artsy festivals, but this is so embracing, maybe because it's, very, very LGBTQ fringe, lots of people used to embracing whoever you are, and yeah, even Germans. So it was nice to feel that, and I love everything about Orlando Fringe.
Oh, well, we can't wait to have you here, Paco, and I can't wait to see your new show over at Stardust Lounge. Is there anything else you want to tell us about your show before we let you go?
About the show, well, it's going to be very funny, and it's going to be, well, it's a German comedian, so it's going to be a bit of a freak show. So you can tell people you witnessed that. And yeah, we'll have a great laugh. I love dark comedy about the world after which you go, I kind of feel sane again. Somebody has talked about the madness in a way that I feel sane again now. And for Seth, reviewer Seth from Orlando Weekly, I think I will finally this year, like you asked me to 1.5 years ago, tell the story of me immigrating to America and the absolute madness that is. That'll be part of the show this time.
Nice, very nice. Well, Paco, I'm so excited to see you here again. And yeah, check out Paco's show over at Stardust Lounge. Thank you, Paco.
Wow. I love the three of you and the rest of Orlando Fringe. See you later.
In 1 week.
In 3 days. We load in tomorrow. It's gonna be okay.
Well, yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell Paco about the Bavarian juggling show I've been doing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you're very culturally sensitive and authentic.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Do we have any more of our virtual folks?
Hi, hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm calling from London, so it's about 2 a.m. here.
Well, we'll make sure we get you out of here so you can go and sleep. Tell us your name.
My name is Amanda Grace. I'm originally from Orlando, but I've immigrated over here, and I'm bringing a show called Lovin', where I write love letters to strangers.
Ooh.
And this is a site-specific show, right?
Yeah, so I'm in the courtyard, sort of outside and behind the Orlando Shakes, which is really exciting, actually, to come into your space and sort of transform it. Lots of the set are bits and pieces left behind by the people who have done the show before. So it's just going to be a really beautiful, wholesome space.
Nice. And tell us a little bit about the show.
Yeah, so I started doing this show in 2020, sort of like summer, fall, when everyone was having a mental breakdown, but no one could touch each other. And I'd always written letters to friends because I'd always lived on the wrong side of the ocean from them. And I thought it would be quite a nice thing to do. And it went so well that I took it to London's biggest independent fringe, which is called Vault Festival. And I think I wrote 80 love letters in 3 weeks. And since then, we've just been looking to take it to new places, and it felt like the right time to come back to my hometown.
And this is a very unique show because it's a solo audience member, right?
Yeah, so it's one-to-one audience participation, which is always, I think, people either really love it or really hate it. But I feel like everyone who's taken a chance on the show has gone away feeling less scared than when they came in, which is always a good thing.
Yeah. And did you do Orlando Fringe when you lived here?
So I was Genevieve Bernard's fringe turn at the Kids Fringe yonks ago. And then I have vague recollections of taking my last show with Boone High School to Fringe. It was Girl Gone by Mac Wellman. And I did it with Kennedy Lawrence and Katie Lang, and we were this trio of witches. But I have no concept of like what time that happened in, or indeed anything since then.
That's very real.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I don't know. I had to recently have to think about like the exact dates or something, and I was like, I don't know. Like, could I legally drink? That was like,
Yeah, I was there at some point.
If your show's a single person, how many shows are you doing? How many, like, is it
So-
already sold out?
It's not already sold out. I have 60 sessions across the time I'm here. So I'm here from the 22nd to the 25th, and or 26th, because I'm doing some the morning after. And then we're going to donate all the set pieces afterward to Zebra Youth. We've gotten some things donated from Rifle Paper Company. So it's all very much like locally based, local love. If I was coming back to Orlando, I wanted to do it properly and spread the love to the right places.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
That is great. Well, Amanda, I am so excited for your show. I have a special place in my heart for site-specific shows, and so I will definitely be one of your audience members.
I'm so chuffed to come back and see you guys. I really am, and everyone. It's been so nice to see everyone else's shows as well, because I'll be in the courtyard all day, but my partner's coming, and I'm excited to send him off to every one of your shows. It's going to be so great.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, is there anything else you want to tell us about your show before we let you go?
I think if you're nervous about the idea of sitting with a stranger and being seen, that's okay. And if feel like maybe you're way too keen about that, that's also okay. I think it's really important to understand that this is a space for everyone, and the performance element of that is holding the right space that's right for you. So if you have any inkling at all, please do come. I'll be really, really chuffed to have you.
Well, thank you so much, Amanda. I can't wait for you to be back in your hometown and doing something that sounds incredible. So thank you, and we'll see you so soon.
We'll see you so soon. Bye.
All right. How many we got left, Jack?
40.
Nice. All right. Bring them on in. Hello.
Oh my gosh, I'm here. Hello, my name is Liz Bernstein. I am in the cast of The Saints of West Orange County.
Nice. And which venue are you in?
Yes, we are in the Gold venue in the Orlando Museum of Art.
Amazing. And tell us a little bit about your show.
Absolutely. So the show is an amazing one-act written by Kimberly Marie Patel. It's being produced by the Whiskey Theater Factory, which is a local theater collective here. It's an intimate portrait of 9 women experiencing life and the trials and tribulations of motherhood in Central Florida during 2020. And so the thing that connects all of us is that we are moms, and we are experiencing kind of the different phases and experiences of motherhood, but also what it connects us is our ability to be vulnerable with the audience and discover our divinity through that vulnerability.
That's incredible. And you said that you're a cast member of the show. What is your character?
Yes, so my character is Saint Sophia. She is the patron saint of wisdom, and I am a brand new mom. And so the entire experience of my time in the play is figuring out that maybe I don't know everything, not only about raising a daughter, but also being a daughter myself. And it's really incredible. The play is a series of kind of interspersed monologues, and so we really are getting to be really intimate with the audience to just unpack these experiences and unpack this humanity in front of the audience in just a really incredible way. We've actually been workshopping, Whiskey Theater Factory's been workshopping this play since 2021. And I got to be part of the very first workshop and the very first staged reading of this piece. And so to get to be a part of it this entire time and then finally have it on its feet and to be able to play this part, I'm so excited for people to come see it.
Yeah, and Whiskey Theater Factory is not a new artist. They've been veteran artists for some years now, right?
Yes, and actually we won Critics' Choice for Best Drama last year for Vast of Darkness, which is a play written by Bethany Dickens Asaf. So we're super excited to be back this year producing this play by Kimberly Murray Patel. This is the world premiere of this play. This is the first time that it's going to be produced, so we're really, really stoked. It's an incredible group, right? We're being produced by Whiskey Theater Factory. I'm a collective member of Whiskey Theater Factory, but just the cast in general, it's like just a huge list of just heavy hitters that I'm so excited to get to act with and get to, rehearse with every single day. Billie Jane Albertine, Taylor Byerly, Ruby Dickerson, Sailor Lake, who I know was on earlier talking about the show coming up. Emily Lepfer, Kimberly Murray Patel is actually going to be acting in the show as well. Kristen Pringle Marksbury, Karis Watler. So just tons of incredible women who I get to stand up on that stage with.
Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate you for coming out. It sounds like an incredible show. Is there any last things you want to say about your show before we let you go?
I just want to read. So Kimberly wrote an artist statement. It's on the Whiskey Theater Factory website, whiskeytheaterfactory.com. It's also where you can, find a link back to the Orlando Fringe page to get tickets. But I just want to read a small portion of her artist statement because I think it's so great. So Kim would like to dedicate this play to all of the women who have felt overlooked, misunderstood, underappreciated, and undervalued. If you've ever been made to feel like you were ugly, stupid, too old, too young, too fat, too thin, too loud, too quiet, or like you will never be enough, please know that none of those things are true. They are lies that you have been conditioned to believe. You are absolutely perfect exactly as you are, and you are worthy of every good and beautiful thing this world has to offer. And that is the message of the play. Gold venue.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much. We can't wait to see you in Gold venue. Everyone check us out, the Saints of West Orange County. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Are you watching the live stream as you're both watching
Because I can't, I'm just talking to a camera there.
Oh.
I want to know who I'm talking to.
Oh, that makes sense. But it's like so far behind.
It's seconds behind, but at least you get an idea who they are.
Right.
I'm reading the captions now. It's really funny. I went to talking to, well, that makes sense, but it's not. It's like so far behind.
Where are we
on the live stream? I'm gonna pull it off, right? I'm reading the captions
I can't do this.
Wow.
Too much inception.
Okay, there's people waiting. They've been in there for hours.
Let's bring on the next person.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
We're doing good. I'm JJ Ivy, and I'm joined by my director, Caitlin Chase.
Hello. Hello. And what is the title of your show?
Death of a Dandelion.
Yeah, and you were just in New York Fringe, correct?
Yes, we were.
There's so many artists coming from New York Fringe. That is awesome.
It's so close.
Oh, so close.
Right, we're so excited to see our new friends.
What?
Oh,
I said,
no.
tell us a little bit about your show.
About the show.
Oh, so for some reason, I could barely hear you there. So Death of the Dandelion is about my grandmother. So it's me playing my grandmother, Mama Judy. She's not dead or anything. She's just far away. She can't kick my butt for doing it. Basically, I sat down and interviewed Mama Judy and made a show out of all her stories. And then Caitlin here came along and made it actually fun and interesting.
Very nice. And what venue are you in?
We're in Scarlet, which I'm excited about. I was like, wait, I don't think I know where this rehearsal hall is. And it took me a minute to realize that Orlando Family Stage was formerly the Rep.
Yes. They just recently did a name change, so we still kind of call it the Rep or Orlando Family Stage.
Right.
And is this your first time at Orlando Fringe?
It is not. So it is my first. It is Caitlin's.
It's mine.
I haven't been to Orlando Fringe since 2015, and I did shows about 3 years in a row. Back in 2013, I was in The Key of E, which was this awesome musical. 2014, I was in The Queer Diaries Goes to Fringe. And then right before I moved away from Orlando in 2015, I was in The Republic, which was a really fun live action video game style show.
Cool.
And what are you most excited about coming to Orlando Fringe?
I think I'm really excited to see all my friends that I haven't seen in quite a few years. Plus just seeing what everyone brings to it and how Orlando Fringe is the same, but also so different than what I probably remember it as.
I'm really excited to see because obviously we just premiered the show in New York. I'm really excited to see how it travels to Florida, and I'm also really excited to experience Orlando Fringe. I've heard nothing but the best things from everybody, from people we met here in New York Fringe, who is traveling with us back down to Orlando, and also friends who have participated in the past. I'm nothing but excited that this is my directorial debut and that I get to do it with awesome people, and I'm so freaking excited because it just sounds so much fun.
Yay!
This is about your grandma, you said, or your mom?
It's about his grandmother, who goes by the name Mama Judy, and the show takes place of the story of her life. So we meet Mama Judy at a young age, and we go through life with her up until where we meet her as an older lady.
Present day, 75 years old.
Yeah.
Is she coming? And has she seen?
Unfortunately, she's not, but she did watch the NYC Fringe version. She got to live stream it. And she told me, and I quote, "I really liked the story, but I didn't say all of that."
Mama Judy actually really liked the show. JJ's family liked the show. So that was really important that it was represented in a really nice way. And the show was really well received here in New York. People just really loved it. And I think it's just a sweet, wholesome show that will make people smile, I think.
One reviewer said, and this made me cry a little bit. It said, "Ivy rules the stage with sweetness." I was like, "Oh."
I think Mama Judy approved is a great pitch for.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
It's Mama Judy approved. I might use it for my show.
Go for it.
We have trademark rights, though.
Not really. I get the legal stuff.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about your show before we let you go?
Oh gosh, I think we covered it all. Just please come check us out. We're just a two-person team traveling, and I know it's hard to sell a new show with names that people don't recognize. Those in Orlando might know me as Justin Andrew Jones instead of JJ Ivy. So yeah, if you see JJ Ivy, that's Justin.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. We're very excited to see you here in just a day.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
having us.
much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Crushing it.
Yeah, we're gonna this joke is running to a place that we're gonna be doing the Fringe right after we get done.
Where
with
it
this live
starts.
stream. It's just starts.
I got
I'm gonna go take a look at something.
I'm gonna go
to the restroom.
Oh, just all right.
It's gonna go make water.
All right, let's bring on the next guest before DK gets back.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm here. Woohoo! I finally made it.
What is your name?
I am Layla Lee from the Lightbringer
Hi,
Productions.
Layla. What show are you with?
I am the Lightbringer. The show is called The Lightbringer, self-written, self-produced show, directed by Bill Patz. Toward this show since 2019, and of course we've been on a hiatus for a while because of the thing that shall not be named. But yeah, So I'm here and I'm really excited because I get to finally be an Orlando Fringe.
Yeah, you're a first-time Fringe, Orlando Fringe artist, right?
In Orlando, yes.
And you're originally from Tampa?
Yep.
Very nice. What are you most excited about coming to Orlando Fringe?
Well, I finally get to pop my Orlando cherry as a performer at the Orlando Fringe, so I'm really excited. Get to experience many different genres of works from fellow artists, reconnect with old artists, and man, meet new people. I met some great people in the basement earlier, so I'm really excited about seeing the shows.
Yeah, I know the lore around the basement that I was observing in the chat is quite extensive. I'm glad
That I was one of them.
I that, I guess clerical flukes brought you guys together. But that's a testament to, I feel like, the kind of community, the weird community that springs out of this stuff. It's like all it takes is being locked in the same virtual closet together.
Yes, and then you're bonded for life.
Yes, we truly have bonded. So,
what inspired you to write your show?
My life experiences, having grown up in the Middle East. I was born and grew up in the Middle East, and one of the first pitches my father gave us as a kid to come to the United States was, "Hey, you're going to Disney World." So we got sold. We got sold some goods. So after that, all family of 9 packs up and comes here, and the rest is history. It basically, The Lightbringer is a coming of age story about growing up Muslim in the American South. True life story of family, freedom, trying to capture the American dream. My stories of having a cheeseburger for the first time, to discovering MTV, realizing that you are the kid who has a unibrow in your class, to parents and kids having different kinds of culture shocks, understanding the world, finding harmony between the old world, the new world, becoming rebellious, and making some serious decisions to find yourself in your world. So, yeah. So, all true life experience.
I was amazing. I really love solo shows about true life experiences. I feel like you just pour your heart and soul onto the stage, and so I'm very excited to see your show.
Yeah, thank you. There's a story for everyone in this. A lot of people come into it like, oh, I'm going to see this show that's told from a certain perspective. During my tour, I've managed to capture many different audiences from all walks of life. My last demographic was fathers, oddly enough, like fathers dealing with their daughters, breaking out of their realms. So if you like laughter, cries, being left with a cliffhanger, come see The Lightbringer.
Nice. Oh, that's such a great little tagline at the end. That was so good.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to tell us about your show before we let you go?
Really, I think I just can't wait to be at the Orlando Fringe and be able to share my story with everyone. True life storytelling, man, it's the way to go. Although I'm really intrigued about a lot of the other things that are happening. What's that?
What venue were you again?
Blue venue.
Blue venue. Beautiful.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much, Layla. I really appreciate you staying in the backstage area and waiting it out and telling your story. I'm so excited to have you at Orlando Fringe.
Thank you. Likewise, I'm so excited. Thank you. Can't wait to meet everybody again and meet people for the first time.
Bye, Layla. Have a great
night. Bye. Oh, no. You just missed it.
You just missed
I watched it. I was watching. Oh, you weren't just standing right there outside the frame.
What are you most excited about, Bruce, for Fringe?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I already started on my itinerary because I'm a Virgo and that's what I do. But this process has been so different, like getting to mini manage because and like getting to do it kind of the way that I want to. And the team at City Arts has been so gracious to pretty much give me, carte blanche to be a lunatic. But just, I don't know. I feel like usually at this stage at a fest, I have like so much more like angst or like I'm focused on some of the other things. But this, I feel like I've done so much legwork at this point that I'm just kind of like excited to see it happen.
Yeah, look at these legs.
Legs.
So much so much legwork, they busted out.
Just kidding. Singular. Yeah, which doesn't really answer the question, I guess.
No, I
but
think that.
So everything.
Yeah, right. Like it's gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna be living at City Arts for a lot of the fest. So if you want to see me, that's more incentive to come downtown. But like, I think it's just really special. Like the things we're gonna have going on, and like the shows we'll have in there. And I think like already, I think there's so much new blood this year, which is really really rad. Like, and even if it's folks who've been here before, it's like again people that maybe haven't been here for a minute or like been to Orlando specifically. So I'm really stoked in that sense.
All right, let's bring on our next guest.
Bring him on.
Hi.
Hello.
What is your name?
I'm Mary, and I'm also from the basement.
Hi, Mary, from the basement.
Legendary basement.
Mary, what show are you with?
I am with Becoming Santa in the Brown venue. I'm the writer and the director and the producer, because I just can't be busy enough.
I know, you gotta wear all of the hats.
All the hats.
So tell us about your show.
Sure. I have to start with a little warning in case anyone's watching this that has kids nearby that are really young, that maybe still believe in the magic of Christmas. Maybe skip my interview. That's totally okay. I won't take it personally. Because not you.
Sorry.
But yeah, the show Becoming Santa is all based on true stories. It's a series of vignettes all about how people discovered the truth about the big man in the red suit. Yeah, if you've ever seen shows like The Dining Room or Almost Maine, The Museum, it's that kind of a style where you have 10, 15 short little few-minute scenes all strung together that all tell that same story. And we do have one story that is kind of like the overarching through line that kind of asks that message of, when you find out, what does that mean? Does that mean it was a lie? Does that mean that all of this magic that you believed in just wasn't true? Or does that give you an opportunity to become Santa? And you'll have to come watch and decide for yourself.
It's a solo show?
No, it's not. I have a cast of, I almost don't want to say because there's a little surprise at the end. But it's
600.
Sorry?
600.
It's a small cast, but they're all locals. Some faces you may recognize from previous Fringe shows, some brand new to the area. I do have one performer this is their Orlando debut, basically. They've just moved here from Illinois, I believe, and they've never done any theater, so it's their first time presenting in Orlando. So I'm really excited to get to show off some of their talents as well.
Oh, that's an interesting way to introduce someone, is to introduce them at Fringe for the first time.
I know. I mean, I'm not exactly sure where else they've auditioned or how it worked out this way, but I do feel lucky that like I get to be the director that gets to present them to the area and be like, hey, look at this new talent. And I think I want to say 2 or 3 in my cast that are, I know he is brand new to Orlando entirely. One of my new actors to the area is also in Pride and Prejudice and Promposals, and another one of my newer actors is in It's Alive, so lots of Fringe crossing and love there going on.
Did you know you were in the fest back in December so you could take advantage of all of those Christmas sales?
Yes! Yes, that is exactly what I did. Because the lottery was September 6th, and I literally told my production assistant, I was like, listen, we find out today if we get into Fringe, and then on December 26th, if we do, we're going around to all of the clearance aisles. I literally got like all my costumes, all my props, all my set pieces. That's exactly what I did.
High five.
Yeah.
I also have an important question. Does the audience get cookies and milk?
You know what? They do get candy canes.
Oh.
I really wanted to
You never spoiled me, but now, that's good to
I know. I wanted to pull everybody in and make them just feel as enveloped in the Christmas environment as possible. So I wanted to play on like all of the senses. So I am giving candy canes to the audience. Yes, that was supposed to be a surprise, but I guess it's out there now.
Wow. Now her run's sold out though. So
I know. If it helped sells tickets, then it was worth it.
Yeah, you can always change it last minute too, like switch it to Gelt or something, like, you know. Chocolate coins, they're Christmas, right?
Sure.
Mary, is this your first time doing the Orlando Fringe, or have you done it before?
I am new. I have been an audience member for a couple of years, so I've seen lots and lots of Fringe shows, but this year I was like, I think I'm going to dip my toe in and try it myself. And I decided, I guess, to go big or go home doing writing and directing and producing all at once. I think if I do this again in the future, I will pick one. Or maybe
No, that's just the way to do it.
Yeah, I thought directing was going to be my favorite part, but I've actually really liked the producing side, surprisingly. And writing, of course, has been a lot of fun, too.
That's really awesome. What are you most excited about?
Being that it's my first time producing a show at Fringe and writing one, I have really enjoyed watching my writing come to life in the rehearsal process. So I think that's what I'm most excited about seeing when Fringe actually starts, is seeing all of it come together, seeing the full picture, because, I've been sitting with this script for over a year now, and for such a long time, it's just been me and the computer. So watching it on its feet, watching all of the layers and the full picture come together has been like a really cool experience. And so adding that layer of, now it's a Fringe Festival, now it's time to see everything, is what I'm most excited about.
That's awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to tell us about your show before we let you go?
Yeah, I'm also a part of the Amplified Voices Lottery because we do have some LGBTQ themes in our play. I really wanted to, since we're doing a series of a lot of short scenes about the Christmas story representing lots of families, I wanted to make sure that everybody can see themselves in this play, and we showed every different type of family unit that can exist out there. So because every different type of family can connect to the Christmas story, whether it's a blended family, single parents, adoption. We wanted to represent as many different types of family as possible, while also not necessarily shedding light to that's what we're doing, if that makes sense. I wanted all the families just to exist on the same equal playing field, just that the focus should be the Christmas story, the focus shouldn't be the family, but you should still notice that the family's there and they get to enjoy that just as much as anybody else would. Yeah, so that's definitely another element of the play that I think makes this one special. And definitely make sure you come check out Becoming Santa in the Brown venue. We have 5 performances, so you don't want to miss out.
Nice. Thank you so much, Mary.
Bye. I'll see you on
I think we're coming to the end of it, right? We have
6
more. Oh, you have 6 more. I have 1 more, and then I'm gonna go look at something.
My bad.
DK, what are you most excited about for the Fringe?
Honestly, flying.
Oh, that's not a thing
Yeah,
everyone's gonna say.
No, but I do love it actually. There is a joy about walking around, pitching your show.
Take my face.
Take my face. Also, you get to kind of just see the energy that everyone, you see someone who's like running to it to catch a show. I have 5 minutes, but they're like, but I want to hear it. They grab your flyer, and I don't know, it's just this wild buzz for 2 weeks. It's very fun.
I never thought that I would have liked that answer as much as I did, DK. You started off, here.
Well, I was going to make just a joke about it, but I realized it's not flying, like giving away garbage. People just throw it away.
It's an empty McDonald's bag. No,
Yeah.
it's my show.
It's my show. All right, so let's bring out our last guest. Who is it? You waited to the last one, and I'm very thankful for you. So what is your name?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Mark Cashwell. My show is Tonight, an improvised late night talk show.
venue are you in?
I'm at Orlando Savoy in the Starlight Room, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, representing those BYOBs. Very nice. And what is your show about?
Yeah, so if you've ever seen any kind of late night show, you've ever heard of any kind of late night show, all the gimmicks that make up those shows, that's my show. They're all smushed into one big, frantic, crazy, somehow controlled, somehow heartfelt show. It's truly unpredictable. I've had people confess things to a loved one and cried on stage, all the way to just really dumb fart jokes the first time I did this. So it kind of tickles every aspect of humanity that you can possibly think of, and then some.
Very nice. And is this your first time at Orlando Fringe?
It is, yeah. I'm from Indianapolis, and at our festival, Indie Fringe, I'm a veteran there. And tonight is actually the first show I ever did for a Fringe show, so I wanted it to be my first show to bring to Orlando Fringe.
Very nice. Why did you apply for Orlando Fringe?
Gosh, how many reasons can I give? Sunshine, definitely, because good Lord, Indianapolis is rain, occasional sun, then rain. Aside from that, just like I really want to get out of my backyard and experience just every range that a Fringe festival can bring. And I've heard so many good things from other Fringe performers that would come to Indie Fringe, and they couldn't recommend Orlando Fringe enough. So it's like, okay, one of these days I'm going to go. And then one of those days I applied, and yeah, I'm going.
Very nice.
And this is a solo show, or is that what you said?
Yeah, so I would be the ringleader, so to speak, but really the audience is as much a participant as I am. We have games where people can win prizes that are incredibly dumb. One, for example, is Mario Kart karaoke. I won't explain the rest of it. All I'll say is I can't wait to see that into motion. We have interviews with people. Any artist that shows up, we could interview them about their life, about their show. The very first night, there is a very, very, very VIP guest I have that I'm not allowed to say yet, but a contract has to be signed, and it's one of those guests you definitely want to be there.
Oh, is it you, Bruce?
So that's the way the show is. It's completely unpredictable.
Cool.
That sounds like your kind of show, DK.
I know, I love that. I do kind of a lot of, improvisey, fun, wild, So I'm excited. It's at Savoy at the Starlight Lounge?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, Starlight Room at Savoy. Yep. And the one thing we have that I guarantee no other show has, and sometimes there's what we call awkward silence. There's that awkward moment where we're just not connecting. So the gimmick we have in our show is the awkward silence killer button. So anytime I press a button at any point in the show, dance music will immediately start to play. It'll become a dance-like atmosphere, and then the audience and I are just encouraged to have the stupidest dance party for 5 seconds.
Oh, I like that. That's great.
Yeah, that's the show. There's a
There's
lot of gimmicks I want to give, but I can't.
Like beans, any opportunity for you to dance. Really.
Gotta get your steps in.
So is there anything else you would like to tell us about your show before we let you go?
If you come to my show, bring a sense of fun, bring a sense of wonder. Just bring yourself to the show. Buy a ticket, buy your friends a ticket, buy your enemy a ticket, and then have an empty seat and take photos and be like, you're a terrible theater practitioner. Just come to the show. I guarantee there's something for everyone, and if there's not, tell me and I'll add it to the show, because it's improvised and yes and such.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm very excited to see your show. And you have a question?
No, I think we have one more.
Oh, do we have one more after this?
They're not in the chat, but they're trying to get in.
Oh, okay, we'll stop. It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited
Thanks,
to have you. See you here so soon.
Salud.
Salud.
Well.
Well.
Where's that awkward button where we have a 5-minute dance party?
Is this when the blueberry jumps out?
Yeah, was the blueberry the last
This is
one?
the blueberry reveal. That's what needs to happen.
It's pretty wrinkly.
Let me know when we're good.
The blueberry.
Okay, can you see it though?
For the city.
Is that good? Okay. Yeah!
All right.
7 shows.
No, they actually have 9 shows.
A blueberry.
100 shows.
A blueberry dressed as a grape sits in a stool.
It's very avant-garde.
For 58 minutes and then leaves.
All right, we're gonna bring out our last guest of the night. Come on in.
Hi.
Yay! Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
Well, I am. The live stream is buzzing in my ear, so I was on a delay. Sorry about that. Hi. I'm Shane Mayforth. My show is Stroke of Genius: Pantomime Masturbation Throughout Performing Arts History.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your show.
Yeah, my show I like to describe as like a TED Talk for people who enjoy smoking crack. It's a faux academic lecture. It's very Monty Python-esque in that it's the most silly subject matter, but it's taken very seriously in the world building of the show. So yeah, it's a satire on academia and a lot of dick jokes, like so many dick jokes.
Where did this concept come from? Because it's so funny and so brilliant.
It really started with the character first. There's one of the focuses of the show is a silent film star, the Spankin' Shyster. And so we have like 9 video clips throughout the show where we get to witness his pantomime masturbation technique in full display. But we started with the character. Like I just threw out this character when I was joking with my partner Vulva Vovoom about like, oh, I'm pretending to masturbate, and they're like, are you? I'm like, yeah, you know me, I'm the Spankin' Shyster. And so we just started like, wouldn't that be the most ridiculous character ever? And I'm like, no, it's this old vaudeville character. We just riffed on it like for 4 hours and kind of worked backwards into a show.
Very nice. And you were just here with this show, right?
I was in Festin 4. So yeah, so the show's coming back.
It was right here.
It was right where we were.
Literally right there.
You were literally here.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm excited to bring it back. This will be my first time in the main festival, so super excited about that. I just got back from New York. This is another show that was in New York City Fringe. So yeah, a lot of shows just following us down to Orlando.
Yeah, I like that. It's like all of you just came and picked you up and put you into Orlando.
Yep.
What are you most excited about for being a part of the main festival?
Really, it's the community. The Orlando Fringe environment is just such a warm, welcoming community. As somebody who was outside of the theater scene for decades, coming back into it, I couldn't have wished for a more just welcoming community. And just being a patron the last several years, and then being involved in a show in Winter Mini Fest and then Festin 4, it feels really good to be able to be a larger part of it and bring a show to this place that I love so much.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you would like to tell us about your show before we go?
Well, we do the first show on Wednesday, May 15th is the $6 show, or as I like to say, we're beating off inflation. So I had to get that one in there. Sorry, Bruce. Again, just so many dick jokes in the show. But yeah, $6 show, opening night, coming out and have some laughs. There's so many dick jokes, but there's also some serious like elements to the show, and I think a lot of people like it.
Yeah, it's a great show. And you're in the pink venue, right?
Yes, in the pink venue.
That's kind of fitting. It's a great venue. It's a great venue.
It's a great venue. It's a great venue. A little warm, but great venue.
Hey.
Well, Shane, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm so excited to have you here, and just right now, we're gonna go
Right now.
Yep.
Got the ribbon.
Woo!
I'm everybody dying.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Patty Sheehan.
This is Patty Sheehan, your buddy,
Buddy.
You'll lose. You'll lose.
Who are you?
I am. I'm the dinosaur.
The Fringzilla.
You ever go to the airport and take that little tram?
Yeah, when he's like,
Your buddy died.
there's a world-class attractions. Yeah, Muddy Buyer is his crime-fighting dog sidekick. I'm Benny Bang. Sleeping school kids. Yeah. And also, thank you for coming to MCO.
Buddy Dyer sounds like an old man. He smokes a lot.
I'm also on the tram. But he lives on the tram and just talks to you.
It's not a good advice.
All right.
Sorry. Let's wrap her up.
I forgot that we were doing a live shoot. I want to thank each and every one of the artists that came out to do the interviews. Please come out and support these artists. The festival starts in just a few weeks. It starts on May 14th with our national and international ribbon cutting ceremony, and then regular shows start on the 15th. So programs are out now. Thank you, Watermark, for our programs. And 100% of ticket sales do go back to the artists, but we are doing the United Arts campaign right now. So if you text Fringe to 41444, United Arts will match 15% of your donation. So your money goes further. So please, we really appreciate it, and we'll see you at the Fringe. Happy Fringe! Bye, everybody!
It's over now.
It's over, bye! Now we have a dance party.
Still going.